hello. Welcome, welcome. It is Christmas Eve, December 24th. Anthony, I saw you. Anthony. Welcome, Sydney, Australia in the house, in the star room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who else we got here? Boom, that is no way. What's up, brother? What is up, amigo? Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas Eve. Yeah, I'm still rolling. I forgot it was still rolling on here. I normally flip it over so I can read in the chat. So I'll let this finish because it just began. I didn't realize it. Like Christmas spirit right there, baby. Look at that boondocking with Dennis. Check out boondocking with Dennis. Look at that. The ocean, the water, the sound. Oh, there's the man of the hour. That's like, what the hell, G? I didn't know you were going to be here, and I just checked my phone. So, who's got some goodies? This is all about the Christmas goodies, right? Everyone last week kept talking about what they were going to be baking, what they were going to be making. And if you didn't bake, but maybe someone sent you something, right? What are some of the treats that you got? I got some nice things sent, actually. Last Saturday night, we were talking about, like, I don't know, traditions. We had I forget where it is, but it was like a 10 questions, 10 Christmas questionnaire, right? And yeah, so we had all a bunch of Christmas movies, Christmas songs, traditions, and so some of the foods that fell into that bracket. So yeah, let me say hello before I keep babbling on. So Anthony from Sydney, what is up? Anthony, we've been missing you, but we are always grateful to have you here. By the way, can you guys hear me? I think that music is still rolling. If it's annoying, let me find out how I can turn that stuff off. By the way, I think I have it in the chat. I put the link in the chat, I think, for the live. Where the hell is it? I don't know where it is. I thought I had it there. This is why I need my phone. I'm getting to that age where the fine print's getting really hard to see. And I'm like, oh shit. Yeah. I don't know. I thought I had it here because it was about the treats. Because look, Christmas treats. I said I was going to bring treats. Who wants the candy cane? Who wants the candy cane? My housemate, yeah, she made the Russian tea cakes. You guys probably can't see this. Let me move this damn microphone. Anyway, we can get to the treats in a little bit. We'll go through them. But I was talking about nut roll. Like it's a, Hungarian nut roll. Like I'm half Hungarian. And so my mom would make it from scratch every year. And my mom's at the age where she's far beyond her nut roll making years. And I just literally opened up something that I got in. I didn't realize what it was. And holy smokes, someone sent me a goodie from last week. So yeah, ooh, I see some wine in here. So let's go through this. Yes, Anthony, I am doing well. Thank you. Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. Did you bring your goodies? Yeah, there you go. Did you bring your goodies, folks? What are you snacking on? We want to know. And it doesn't have to be, it's just what you're snacking on, damn it, right? But if it's a Christmas thing, that's even better. If not, show it to us anyway. Goodies, a few glasses of wine and a big lunch today. Yeah, Cassie's in the house. Boondocking with Dennis. Before I get to Cassie, Boondocking with Dennis says, astrology, one of the great languages of our individual psyche's pulsing relationships to the collective dream. Carolyn Casey. Wow. She just put it out there. Language of the individual psyche pulsing relationships to the collective dream. I kind of like that. I absolutely do. Ohio in the house. What's up, Ohio? How the heck are you? How are you spending your Christmas Eve? Yeah, I didn't know if anybody would want to be here on Christmas Eve. So last week I was like, does anybody want to come? If you do, let me know and I'll come on. Otherwise, I'll just do something else. Renee Gomez is in the house. What is up, Renee? How the heck are you? She's got her wine. Anthony, Renee's got her wine out. And the stuff that comes in the glass, not the other wine. Right? Awesome. Merry Christmas, everyone. Cassie says, it is Christmas. Dennis. I know, am I crazy? I'm still rolling. I'm still rolling. And I usually stop it because, the stream takes so much bandwidth. And then the live, like I already have so many issues with the live streams as it is. And it's not the internet. It took me a long time to figure it out. Like StreamYard would always say, "Oh, it's your internet. You're not, you're wireless. And the best way to have it is you got to be hardwired." Well, guess what? I'm looking at the device that I'm on, and it's always getting 5 bars, powerful 5 bars with the internet. Not a problem. So I think StreamYard's telling me a bunch of shit. So anyway, yeah, I'm halfway through this video. So as soon as it's done, I'll end it because, not this video, folks. Dennis, you know what I'm talking about. So yes, Anthony says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Dennis says he has some unsalted crackers and water at the moment. Dude, I really wanted to see Trader Joe's tin. I wanted to know what was in it. I don't want to see the pictures of the shit. I want to see what's in it, man. He got this Trader Joe's tin chock full of stuff. And I thought, man, I bet that's like, because I never had, what was that other crap they had? And it wasn't crap, but it was a peanut butter chocolate something or other. And I thought, I never even heard of those. Renee said, oh boy, I did all the treats. Well, I want to see them. Where did the link go? I put the link in the damn thing because whoever's brave enough can come on and can show their treat plate. Right. You can show your goodies. Who cooked, who baked, if not, who bought, and bring it on. So let me try that one more time. I don't know what I did wrong. It says copied. Let's do it again. Command. And yeah, we'll put it there and see what happens. There it is. I'll start it this time. Hopefully that means something. I don't know if that means anything. It's supposed to mean something, but yeah, that's for those who are brave, who want to show everybody what they're for, or whatever they're treating on. Because yeah, it's a Christmas theme, right? So yeah, Renee, when you say you did all the treats, I need a breakdown one by one. I need to know what they are. Kathy is not in here because I was just burning the sage, but she will be in here probably like an hour after I start. She comes howling at the door. Zoe just booked out of the room. Lisa, what's up, Lisa? Richter, Lisa, gracious Lisa, how are you? Thank you, Lisa. You know what I'm thanking you for. You are a sweetheart. Yes, you are. You are a sweetheart. So, are you here? Are you here, Miracle Lewis? Checking in. Merry Christmas Eve. Where's your sweets? Did you bake? I want to know what you made. I know you made some sweets. I know you made some holiday treats. What is up? It is so great to have you here. Yay, yay, yay. Cassie said, I just got home from dinner. Oh. I hope you had a good dinner. So Cassie, yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody. Lisa says, Merry Christmas, everybody. So Lisa, what do you think? What do you think? I don't know if you read, what I wrote, but what do you think of the name of the show? Hammer Time. I was like, that's a great idea. Genius. Steal it right off the boat, right? Name of the show, Hammer Time. Yeah, throw it around. Maybe you'll, you're just a funny kid, and I think that would be great. So, what else is going on, folks? Do I got to go through my plate already? No. We got to know in the chat, right? Last week, if you missed it, your number one Christmas song, right? I had a whole top 10 question thing. What the hell were they? So yes, this is really awesome. This video is, it's almost there. It's almost there. Almost there. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it was fun. Everyone seemed to have a good time with it. And I got it actually from Sheila in Korea. And Sheila, if you're listening, Merry Christmas. She's actually from Zimbabwe, and so she is in South Korea. She's away from home. So she said that in South Korea, where she's at, it is just very different. You know, Christmas, yeah, it's just very different. It's very different. And so she said that, yeah, she doesn't, there's not, yeah, it's just not, it doesn't have the Christmas vibe to her because she's not around her own culture and celebrating and honoring it the way that they do. So I always want to just make sure she kind of, I don't know, just knows that she's not alone. Like there's other people who, whether they're not with their family or maybe they are with their family. Because that's not always perfect for everybody. Yeah, your favorite Christmas movie. What is your favorite Christmas song? Oh, what is your Christmas Eve tradition? I knew there was a reason I did this. What is your Christmas Eve tradition? And some of you may not have one. So even if you don't have one, you know, it could be the one that you had when you were growing up. It could be maybe you want to create a new tradition. Anthony's like, hey, let's have some wine. I don't know if that's a tradition of his, but yeah. So, a miracle, are you still here? You know, I'm looking. What's Taffy getting for Christmas? That's a good question. I found some snakes. I found some snakes for Taffy. So seriously though, this is how this works with Taffy. Like if I have any device running and it's got like the headphones hanging off it, which mine are usually never in my head, they're usually just dangling, right? So things can be running, right? And have the volume up, right? So Taffy likes to treat this or any wire, right? Whether she thinks it's a snake, I have no idea, but her eyes get all big and she just is like batting at it and then tries to eat it. So when she comes in here, she's always trying to eat the wire. So I happen to see some snakes. They look like snakes, but they're like fun snakes. They're not really real snakes and they're colorful, but they're stuffed supposedly with catnip. So they're long enough where the cat can like lay on the ground and do the bunny kicks and crap with them. So we'll see. I don't know if that's what she's going to be into or Zoe, but they both love catnip. So I'm hoping that it works out. Cassie, you know I want to know what you had for dinner, right? You know that's going to be the question. What did Cassie have for dinner? Renee, are you going to show them? Can you show them? Oh my God, she said, look at Renee's list. Uber fudge. You had me at Uber fudge, Renee. Some orange Italian cookies dipped in chocolate. Is that dark chocolate or milk chocolate? Yeah, I want to know the degree of chocolate. And then peanut divinity. What is peanut divinity? Is that another name for peanut brittle? Or it might not be, which is so fine. Okay, no, she does cashew brittle. My bad. Brownies and 2 bee sting cakes. I gotta know. I gotta see this bee sting cake. Are you gonna show it? Renee's always been brave. She comes on, she'll grab the link, and she'll flaunt your sweets. Okay, we want to see what is the Christmas festivity? I avoid MC Hammer. Merry Christmas Eve. Yes. I avoid MC Hammer. What? Maybe I'm just coming off of something else and I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, if I avoid MC Hammer seeing it, I'll be set. Yeah. And I will say, these last couple of days, these girls have been eating large. When I mean large, it's like Christmas came early for them. You're making brownies for Santa? Ooh. Awesome. Did you have to work? A miracle? Did you have to work today? I know there's a lot of folks, right? You have to do the work thing, 9 to 5. Cassie, I'm curious how it's been for you. You know, in nursing and stuff, has it been crazy? Or has it been okay? Renee, you know, I still want to see the goodies. So anyway, have you seen the cat cucumber video? No. What the hell is that? Have you seen the cat cucumber video? That's Taffy at the door. Okay, if I open the door, she may bolt because the room has sage like permeating. So let me try this real quick with her and see what she's gonna do. She's no. Coming in. Everybody's there. Where's Tia? Where's Tia? Are you okay? Wanna come on over? Wanna come on over? All right, we can't talk too loud about her. Oh, she's investigating. Zoe was in here a minute ago, so Taffy is investigating where Zoe was sitting. She's all into the bags and boxes and stuff. So yeah. So oh, Lou S is in the house. I didn't see you, Lou. Sorry. Hello, Lou. What's up? Lou S says happy Christmas, everybody. I didn't even see. Lou S, have you been baking? We want to know what your treats are. What did you bring to the party? This is the Christmas Eve party. I'm going to be totally real with you. I didn't do any baking myself. It's just been a very strange week, or 2 weeks in general in the house. But one of the housemates did some baking, gingerbread cookies that are just like, I've never liked gingerbread cookies, so I tasted hers, and un-Russian tea cakes as well. I don't know if you can get a visual on those. Yeah, this just looked festive, so I had to throw that in there. Look. Does anyone know what nut roll is? Look. Nut roll. Yeah. Someone sent also poppy seed roll. Yes, delicious poppy seed roll. And then, of course, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm like kind of retarded when it comes to this. Yeah, those are the Russian tea cakes. Some call them snowballs, right? We made them growing up. Uh-oh, here comes the cat. Get your nose away. All right, here, let's move some things around so we don't have a kitty cat problem. Okay, come on. You can be up here. Just get your nose away from the wires. Yeah. Her face is in the plate. Her face is in the plate. That's why she was at the door early. She's like, where's the goods, damn it? I know there's some goods in here. Yes. Okay, relax. So I gave all the sweets to the office and dark chocolate always. That's what I'm talking about. Dark chocolate always. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know what this thing is. It's called a domino. I think it's a German snack or something. I mean, it's dark chocolate, but I should have brought a knife in here and I didn't. But yeah, it's got dark chocolate and I think it has, hey. This should be interesting. Okay. Listen, bud. Okay. How's that? Okay, that works. That works. Let me read the comments while you're getting under your chin rubbed. Okay, so Renee says I only have pictures. Okay, well, pictures work. We like pictures. I don't know how they could see your pictures. I guess I could put them in the email. I don't want you to have to do any more work though. Hey, hold on. That is not for you. Let me see your nose. You don't even like anything human. Yeah, you don't like anything human. Now, if this was Zoe, she would be all into that, possibly. But Taffy doesn't eat any human stuff. Well, actually, that's not true. Butter. She will lick some butter. She will lick some butter. Okay, so Lou says, I just had some of our sweets. Okay, you're supposed to bring the plate. We want to see the plate. See, everyone's like, I ain't going on. Just had some of our sweets, kolaches, cut out, decorated cookies and chocolate sandwich cookies dipped in mint chocolate. That's a really good idea. And topped with crushed candy canes, right? Yeah, I had all these ideas of what I was going to end up doing. But normally, my housemate and I, because there's just things I can't really do like I used to do before. So she does a good portion of a lot of the things. And so, you know, in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, because their daughter likes peppermint and chocolate together. So I bought some candy canes to get crafty in the kitchen with, maybe do some chocolate stuff. But anyway, everything just ended up being different, and it was fine. But she made neutral. What? She made. Oh no 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 no! It was a gift. It was a gift. I have actually on here. There's two. Hey, come on! As soon as I leave, as soon as my hands leave, you're all about trying to get into trouble. No, she didn't make the nut roll, but she did say if I could get the recipe, she would try it. She would try to make it. So, yeah, I need to get my mother's nut roll recipe. I don't think I have it. See, the thing is, my family at one time created this little book that was like the top 10 recipes. I don't think nut roll was in there. The point is, I don't have it here anyway. It's in Alabama. So my stuff, yeah, it's not really even with me, even if it was in there. On TAF. So the nut roll was sent as a gift, as was the poppy seed roll. And it was very generous. They're both phenomenal. And the nut roll, yeah, it's not all. Remember last week I was saying, like, some places you buy the nut roll or whatever, and it's just like all bread or all pastry. There's no walnut filling in it. This was not like that. And I literally just tasted a little bit of it before going live. Like, I was running late, and now I have cat hair all over the place. Yeah, come on, come here. I'll give you a massage. Come on. Okay. So let's see if we can do something like that and see what happens. Okay, come on. Okay. This baby girl. There's plenty of room. I got it designed tonight where you have all the space you could ever want. There you go. Okay. There you go. She's relaxed now. Let's see. Let me see what I'm doing here. Oh. All right, let me find you guys. I'm so totally lost. No, she didn't make the nut roll. I got that. Okay, Lisa says, we had chocolate, and I've seen your chocolate crinkle cookies. I believe you gifted them. And I saw them, and I thought, ooh, I know what those are. And I heard they were phenomenal. We had them, and yep, we picked up Chinese food. Yeah, sort of a Christmas Eve tradition. Well, you know, that's interesting that you said that, because here, all my housemates, I guess their Christmas Day tradition is Chinese food in a movie. And I don't know what order, but that's normally what they do. But this year, because of the weather, we made different plans. So she'll be in the kitchen again tomorrow. And she's making lamb stew, I think she said. So they'll be enjoying that, their lamb stew. And then that way they don't have to deal with any of the weather. Lou was going crazy. She made nut roll, right? Now for the smell-o-vision. Yes, we need smell-o-vision. Exactly. Oh my God, the cat hair is just crazy. Just crazy. Yes. Well, you know, instinctually, this cat has to investigate everything, whether she's going to try to eat it or not. She's not too big with the human stuff, but she, like, if you move anything in a room, Taffy first has to go in and clear the room or deem it safe. She's like the super detective. Huh, she's really relaxed right now. She's really in her She's lounging right now and just waiting for her massage. She's just, yeah. She is really relaxed, which is good. So Renee, yeah, who got the goods? Oh, the office did, right? Renee, you are too kind. Hopefully these are different people. Hopefully it's not the same people that, I don't know, you've mentioned things in the past before, how they weren't, I don't know, kind of hating on you a little bit, right? Or something. Maybe not hating on you, but just, I can't remember what you said. Taffy, I think you, is that powdered sugar on your nose? She's got something on her nose. It must be dried cat food because it doesn't want to come off. Now she's going to try to investigate the darn candle. Come here. You got to be safe, baby girl. That's the only way you can stay in here. Okay? Yep. Great. Is that spot good? All right. Yes. So, hey, she might make a liar out of me. Keep your, she completely turned around now and her face is right in the sweet treats. Oh, wait. You can't have any of these. No. These aren't for you. They're not for you. Wait, you don't like this. Anyway, wait a minute. I swear this guy does not eat this. It must be the butter. It must be the butter. All right, we're going to move these out of the way for a little bit. And I will, she's following the trail. Yeah. Come here. Let's investigate together. We'll do it safely. Oh, she's like, screw you. You won't give me any? I'm out of here. Oh my gosh. Alyssa, I see you here. I don't know. Alyssa, you sent me an email, but there was nothing in the body of the email. So I don't know if that was just a mistake or if you had sent me an attachment. But yes, hello and Merry Christmas. Yes. Yes, Merry Christmas. Top with crushed candy canes, yeah. Dark chocolate and peppermint, yeah, there's really nothing quite like it, right? I know Dennis had a gift that he was opening up and going through, and yes, Lisa, I was asking him, like, I want to see what's in that tin. That tin from Trader Joe's. That stuff was like, it looked seriously good. I was like, we want to know what that is. So I have no idea, but it looked like it would be something that would just be like super, yeah, just a super movie snack pack type of thing, right? What the hell was I going to say? I honestly can't remember. My brain is just, oh, she said, yeah, I did send you an email. Okay, well, I didn't. I was going to tell you about a visit that I got from John. Well, the email was blank. And I was like, okay, did she do this on purpose? Maybe there was an attachment and she didn't attach the attachment because I've done that. Like, oh, I'm just going to send them an attachment and then there's nothing attached. So, so do you want to come on the live? I have the link in the thing. Do you want to come on and tell me it? Or do you want to tell me like that? Which is totally fine, whatever you want to do. Also, if you have any holiday goodies, did you bake? Did you make? Did you receive any? I have to remove the cat hair off of these. But yeah, I brought my plate. Last week, that was the deal. We're doing the live. You guys got to show us the goodies. No, can you see the goodie plate? Can you see the goodie plate? Maybe that's better. I don't know if I have the proper lighting for all this. But yeah, the nut roll isn't too shabby. Look at that, Louis. Not too shabby, right? Yeah. And what's really good about it is it's the way a nut roll should be. It's not about it being sweet necessarily. The Russian tea cakes are phenomenal. She makes those. Yeah, those are her. And the gingerbread. I didn't tell you about the gingerbread. all shapes. But look, we got, look, the shape of a star, right? We had to bail on the angel because her head gets chopped off. Look, there's that head like all over it. The hell? I don't know. You probably can't see it on your end. There's little bits. But yeah, the angel's head gets broken when you try to push it to the thing. So yeah, it's that star. Last week that was the big question. Is it angel or star? Angel or star, right? I don't have the angel. I don't even know what that piece is. Oh, that's a little bell. Oh, there's a nice big bell. You see the bell? Yeah, they're not decorated because these aren't the ones that you decorate and then throw at somebody. No, these ones are really soft, thick, and chewy, yet crunchy on the edges. She did just a phenomenal job. Phenomenal job. And those are her two things that she absolutely hands down loves. Is her tea cakes or snowballs, whatever you want to call them. Does anybody else have a name for those? You know, they have walnuts, right? And flour and sugar and butter. Butter. Yeah. So yeah, I absolutely want to hear about your visit from John. I would love to hear about it and how you knew it was John, because we've been going through a thing. For those who weren't here, Alyssa has been getting, I think it started a little bit before Halloween, Alyssa, maybe a month before. It seems like it started when the football season began, where her husband has been with her. He's with her on the other side now, and that's been for about a year, a little bit over a year. So when football season began, he started coming back and making contact with her. And he was doing it in a way that they had discussed while he was still in the physical body, something that they agreed upon. And then some other weird things were happening, so we kind of had to figure all that out. And yeah, so it's very interesting to hear about, and yeah, absolutely want the updates on this. Okay, let me see where this video is at. And the kitty cat wants out of the room, so hold on a minute. Did you send out Christmas cards this year? I don't think we got to that question last week. Oh, shoot, was like, hey. Okay, I'm going to let her out. Hold on. Here you go. Oh, your sister's waiting for you. Oh, Lord. Are they going to have a cat fight? Nope, they're going to chase each other. Okay, that's fine by me. Go chase each other. Speaking of chasing each other, as soon as the Christmas tree went up in this house, it's a fake tree, right? It's like maybe 3 feet, 4 feet tall. Anyway, as soon as that tree went up, Taffy claimed it as hers. And so when Zoe would even get just Taffy like watches, you know how the hummingbirds hover and will sit like near the hummingbird feeder and they watch. So if another hummer comes along, they dart after them and chase them off. That's exactly what Taffy does. Christmas tree. Like she won't allow her sister to get up under it. They love to get up under it. Oh yeah, that video ended a long time ago. Dennis. It's still rolling. I'm on the next one. I think I have to shut my phone down. It's not even allowing me to. All right. So, did you send out Christmas cards? Again, this is just about traditions and just questions. This isn't about why didn't you send them out. I could get, it's your business. We're all adults here. Funny Christmas memory: the kitties climbing the tree. Oh, now the phone wants to do something weird. What the hell? All right, let me see what's going on in the chat here. I think I have to shut my phone down because it's going haywire. You know what? Before we go any further, I want to ask, for those of you who are here To keep Karhisha in your prayers. Karhisha, she comes into the live every now and then. We've prayed for her a lot in the past because she just had a whole lot of health issues going on. So yeah, please, 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 she needs extra prayers. Yeah, extra prayers at this time, especially just at this time. There's just a lot of stuff going on. And Karhisha, if by any chance you're listening, we are thinking of you. We all want you to be healthy and happy. And yeah, only gonna get better. Only gonna get better. All right, so Alyssa says, I took a video. Sorry, I completely got sidetracked. I took a video, but I have not put it on my chart yet. On your channel, I'm assuming. You took a video of it. Yeah. Yay, yay, yay. Thank you. Oh yeah, that pin has had all kinds of candy and stuff in it. She's like, had. Oh yes. Channel, I got you, Alyssa. I totally got you. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Your goodie tray looks fantastic. Yeah, and that's not even There's I don't know why, but this holiday, there's more goodies than there is food. Does that happen by you guys? I feel like that's always a thing. Whoever's house I'm in. But it may just be me and wherever I'm at. I feel like, especially the Christmas time, for some reason. I think because Thanksgiving is so much focused around food, and then you might have like your pumpkin and apple pie or whatever, right? Or whatever your thing is. For Christmas, that's a whole different thing altogether. It's like, it's not Christmas without this, right? And everyone's got that 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5 sweets or whatever that they can think of where they're like, oh, it's a must have. Well, it's like, there's more food than or more sweets than food. Does anybody else have that issue? Renee's smart. She made it and shipped that shit off or took it to work. No, I appreciate it. I absolutely appreciate it. Whatever I have here and whatever was gifted to me, I totally 100% appreciate it. I especially the nut ball. Totally. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna wait any longer. No. Yeah. It's pretty good. Now, what I found fascinating when I opened this up, there was a little thing explaining, I guess, for people who maybe have never had it or what they suggest would be a good way to enjoy it. And so they recommended that you could like reheat it a little bit. You're not going to cook it, but like reheat it because bakery goods do really good in the freezer. So this thing came in and it's like this long. And it's about that fat. It's really big. Well, you can, anyway. So what you can do is just cut the whole thing in half and chuck that other half. Wrap it really well. Oh God, my mom had a science to wrapping baked goods. She really did. She had like a freaking science to it. She would use a layer of saran wrapped airtight. Yeah, it would make sense to have like a thing that sucks the oxygen out. She just did it old school. She just wrapped that thing really tight in saran, and then she would wrap it in foil. And then after she did all that, then it would go into a Ziploc freezer bag. That's how she would wrap and keep the freezer burn off and keep the baked goods. Anyway, I know I'm jumping all over the place. But they would say, would you heat this a little bit? And I imagine they were suggesting you heat the entire loaf or at least half the loaf. And then while it's hot, slather that top with butter. Which I found was fascinating because my mom would tell me that when she would bake the fresh nut roll and it would pop, it would come out of the oven. She said that my dad, that would be his big thing. He would immediately grab a stick of butter and just start slathering the butter all across the top of the hot nut rolls. And I thought, holy shit, it must be like a Hungarian way to have it. I don't know. Both my mom and dad, my relatives, are from Hungary. So, they each might have their own little way of doing it. It just comes down to what you like. And as a kid, I think I tended, obviously, probably towards things that were probably more sweeter, but the nut roll as an adult has my heart. The nut roll, I'm just like, oh yeah. So, oh yeah, that tin had all sorts of good stuff in it. Well, you've had it before, Lisa? Or yeah, Lisa. Renee said she sent an email with pics. Renee is so on the ball. Let me see if I can see those, and then if I can share them. How's that? Would you guys like that? You're probably like, what the hell? Oh, Renee was baking. Ooh, Renee was baking. I see she's got the dough laid out. So Renee, is this I've never heard. Oh, Renee. Okay. Let me download these. Let me download these. And then she can explain to us what we're looking at. Ooh, look at those. Yeah. Renee was prepared. She knew I was going to be asking for the details on this shit. And so she's like, yeah, we're taking pictures. Because I am a recipe freak. Just so you know. So if I'm asking you, oh, she's got one cut in half. Ooh, those look so perfectly baked. They got the crinkles in them and everything. Wow. Okay. These look really interesting. What I love is I don't necessarily know what I'm looking at. And I love that. I like experiencing new. So this is great. This is right up my alley. Let me see if I can share. I have to find out where the hell these all went. Crap. All right, I got it. We got it under control here. Oh, good. Oh, this is so great. It's going to let me do this. Yay. Everything is behaving, I think. So you guys, I don't know if Dennis is still here. He's probably not, which is absolutely fine. I didn't expect him to show, but I know yeah, Dennis is he's in South Texas, but everybody's been experiencing a lot of cold. Like I heard from Alabama today, and they said, yeah, because I have some family there too, and they said really, really cold weather. And my one granddaughter, or not really granddaughter, godchild, really like a daughter though. Both of them. I guess her pipes froze up in her. I don't know if she has a trailer or something, where her pipes are frozen. And I mean, I know you're supposed to leave them on a trickle, but I know that happened to somebody else. So what's the solution for people who are in like RVs and shit? They don't have the protection from the wind and all that. But I know even here in the house, since I think 3 days now, because the temperatures have been crazy and the wind gusts. Oh my God. Oh, I didn't even tell you all. I mean, I told some people. We lost power that first night. The first night with the insane winds, power frickin' went. It's like, you gotta be kidding. But we were really fortunate because it wasn't even all night. It was, I think 3 hours. I think it was like in the middle of the night. But I think it blew out. It didn't blow out someone's TV because what kept happening was the power would cut off and you could count to 8 and then it would come back on again. So the whole freaking neighborhood, it would like all the Christmas lights would come on and then everything would go off. And then all the lights would go on and then everything would go off. So it did that for I don't know how long. And then it would completely shut down. And yeah, then and so it was like 2 in the morning. I don't even know when it came back on. I finally fell asleep. Okay, so down comforters, folks. If you're out and sleeping in the cold, I should have told Dennis this. He probably has one though. I don't know what kind of a comforter he has. I know he has one, but there's no substitute for a down comforter. They are expensive. But my housemate, he knows how to bargain hunt. And so she goes to like estate sales. Like I have 2 of them, and I think I paid $20 even for the down blankets, down comforters. Now that's a bargain. Now, obviously, they're not in like perfect condition, but who cares? When it's cold, you don't care. And the down is just, you can't beat it. All right, so let me see what else we got going on here. And then I will pull up Renee's goodies because I cannot wait. I have to, yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to. I know I can do it. Oh, it'll let me just pull up the downloads. How awesome is that? Okay, so maybe I'll do it that way. Let me see where you guys are. What are we looking at? Oh, look at this. Okay, we are doing it. Are you guys ready? So these are going to be some Christmas goodies. I have to get over to that window. All right, let's do the first one, Renee. Are you there? Are you ready? Oh, crap. Did I just delete that? Yeah, I probably did. Not real bright. It's saying I deleted it. Really? I didn't. Okay, hold on. Let me back up a little bit here and get my brain together. What did I do wrong? How about I just do something different? Then let's see. Yeah, to answer the questions, I know I asked a question about the Christmas card. I believe I sent one to my mother, and that was it. Sweets. Yeah, let's do that one. That's a good one. Yeah, there we go. All right, you guys ready? Ah, let me go and see what you guys are looking at. Oh, okay, Renee, where are you? So, Renee, really, what is this? What is this beautiful thing? Let me turn up the lighting a little bit. What are we looking at, Renee? Like, seriously, I'm seeing, I don't know what I'm looking at. It looks like slivers of nuts, possibly almonds. And then this, what is this center layer? Let me go to the sweet page. Yeah, like what is, yeah, what's that right there? Is that whipped cream? And then it looks like heaven. Is this divinity? Maybe this is divinity. Oh my gosh. This must be divinity. So this looks like honey and nuts, or, maybe it's not honey. Maybe it's like some sort of it could just even be sugar ground to like a candy, right? With the nuts. Wow. I've never seen anything like that, Renee. So I had to get up and rodeo the cat. Well, Lisa said she sent Christmas cards. I believe that. You are Christmas. Yeah, you are definitely a yes, everything Christmas. Sent an email with the pictures. Got it. Renee said Merry Christmas. I don't know if you saw that or not, but Lisa said she's back. She had a rodeo at cats. Ooh, really? Oh my God, that's a really nice movie. We made a new bake eggnog cheesecake. That's such a good idea. We'll see if it turns out. I rarely use actual recipes. Then you're like me. I like to be in the kitchen and I like to just make shit. I'm not saying I don't follow recipes ever, but I know some things end up being really awesome. And my mom was telling me last week, actually, on the phone, because we were talking about, just, I don't know, baked goods and whatever. But my mom used to be a huge baker, huge, and cook. And she was like, write it down when you're doing it. If you don't write it down, you won't be able to duplicate it. And I can't tell you how many times I would have made something and been like, wow, I really like that. And then like the next time I would get into the kitchen, I'm like, I try to duplicate what I made, and I can't do it. Like, it just doesn't work out, because what I was doing at the moment was just, you're in that creative mode and you just not thinking right to shut down. Um, yeah, my housemate also made some Christmas stock, which I am a really big broth and stock person. So, yeah, she got chicken feet and everything in there, and I'm like, wow. So I'm very. All right, where's Renee explaining this? We'll come back to the rest of the goodies. Okay, this is the bee sting cake. It's a German cake. Oh, best thing I've ever made this year. Can you tell me? I don't need the recipe. All you have to do is list some of the major ingredients for me. So is it honey? And like, is that whipped cream? Like, I really want to know. Like, I really, really do. Bud, what's up, Bud? Bud's backyard is in the star room. Merry Christmas, brother. Merry Christmas. It is great to see you on Christmas Eve. Really. Really, really, really. Merry Christmas. Sheila in Korea, what's up? I was just mentioning you. We were just going over. I was just talking about some of your 10 questions for Christmas. Merry Christmas. I was just saying, Sheila, if you're out there, if you're listening, Merry Christmas. He is a Zimbabwean who's been 11 years in South Korea, learning, now teaching and working. Yeah. Do you have more than one Christmas tree? We have 2 Christmas trees up in the house right now. And one year, I think we might have had, no, I think that we only had one. There was one that literally sits on the countertop in the kitchen. But normally it's 2. Yes. Did you send out Christmas cards? So what we're looking at on the screen is a German thing called, if my housemates, they both do German really well, actually, speaking. And so that's not me, though. Beinsteingutsten or something. I'll just say that. That sounds about right. Even Dennis knows how to speak. Dennis, where's Dennis? Dennis would be like laughing his ass off. I'm like, I can't tell you. But Renee, I really would like to know, what am I looking at? I know Renee's like, damn, I emailed you the damn pictures. Isn't that enough? Well, I'm sorry. I'm looking at it and my mind is like, yeah, I want to know what that is in there. Sheila is saying, Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. I'm going to a Christmas lunch. It's already the 25th. Yes, in South Korea, it's Merry Christmas. That's right. Yes. It's Christmas morning, right? Well, now you're afternoon already, right? Going to a Christmas lunch. Yes. Yeah, the Christmas tag questions. Yeah. Yeah, it was a hit. It was a big hit last week. You did really well with it. So now we're looking at Christmas treats, things that people have made and whatnot. Yeah, Lisa, right? For baking, I definitely use recipes. See, that's the thing with baking, right? You pretty much, if you don't follow the recipe, baking is really scientific. You kind of got to follow that recipe unless you're, you have to be able to be at a point where you know how to substitute stuff and get away with it. But yeah, for other stuff, it's a lot easier to just throw shit together in a pan cooking. I agree totally. So Renee's not commenting. She must be annoyed with me. She's not telling us what this is exactly. Maybe she did earlier. She said that this was the bee sting cake. But so yeah, I'm looking for Renee's comment as to all the sweets to the office. Have you seen the cat cucumber? No, I haven't seen the cat cucumber video. Like, is that on YouTube? Should I look for it? All right, so I'm going back to Renee's comment. This is not the orange Italian cookies. Peanut divinity, which is, and then 2 bee sting cakes. Yeah, so that definitely, if this is a cake, if this is an entire cake, then that would mean this is something that can be sliced. So these are soft, I would imagine. That makes sense. All right, moving right along then. Let's go to the next one. Oh, I guess I should have done that to begin with. Crap. Yeah, I should have done that to begin with. All right, here's the next one, Renee. Dark chocolate. With what? What are we looking at, Renee? Let me go back to the chat. Maybe these are fudge? Cashew brittle. I don't think this is cashew brittle. Maybe this is, yeah, this could even be, this definitely has chocolate in it. This is not the Italian cookies dipped in chocolate, I don't think. Wow. All righty. And let's go to the next one. Yeah, Renee. Would this be the Italian cookies that haven't yet to be dipped? I'm just guessing here. Just guessing. Peanut divinity, cashew brittle brownies, 2 bee sting cakes. We got the bee sting cakes. We're pretty much good on those. All right, what else we got here? Aha. Now this looks like it has a chocolate bottom on it. A little bit of shiny there. This gooey center. And it's got like the crinkle cookie topping on it. See that in the background? Those look like they were baked to perfection. What would those be called? Maybe this is the Italian, yes, the orange Italian cookies dipped in chocolate. And the chocolate's on the bottom. Oh, I've never had those. I bet you those are phenomenal. Ah, yeah, I bet you those are real good. I think chocolate and fruit is like heaven. Alrighty. What is this, folks? I can guess that this, because it's laid out, is the brittle. And is that white chocolate chips on top of the cashew brittle? Wow. Oh my gosh. Renee, you are just a creative beast. That's that Leo energy, man. These Leos, they are just like, whatever they've touched, they just, man, they create. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out. So that chocolate one must have been Peanut Divinity, the one that was just all darkness. Because this definitely would be the cashew brittle. Wow. Lisa's like, that is definitely the bee sting cake. I'm a little slow. So what do you think this one is? The fudge, no chocolate. Oh, this last one is fudge, no chocolate? And that's why it's white chocolate? Oh, okay. I thought the R was missing and it was like uber fudge. Okay. So which one was the peanut brittle? Wow. Sheila, I'm curious. You're going to the Christmas luncheon. What are you going to have? You're just calling it a Christmas luncheon because, well, it's Christmas Day and you're going to go. So nothing that has anything to do with what you would normally have, like is your traditional food, I'm assuming, because you're in South Korea, right? So you'll just be like, what am I in the mood for? And just go there. Well, I'm glad that you're at least get together with some friends and go enjoy a Christmas lunch. So yes, keep Karhisha in your prayers, everybody. For those that know who she is, and if you don't know who she is, just remember that name. And just, yeah, this is someone who's just been going through some really, really tough times, and her prayers are much needed and appreciated. Yeah, some really good stuff here, Renee. Yummy, yummy. So yeah, what was this thing? Is this the peanut brittle? And then what's on top of it? Is that marshmallow, melted marshmallow on top of? On top of caramel maybe or peanut butter? Yeah, what is that? Renee's goodies look amazing, right? Right. Yeah. Sherry's Divine Styles, what is up? Did you bake? We're looking at everybody's goodies. Did you bake? I know it's been the internet has been, and it's not so much been the internet really on my end, it's more my devices. Like trying to write and respond to one email, like forever, forever. Like the screen constantly freezing. You press a letter and it's like, you have to hit it 7 times for it to go through. So that's on my end. That's what I've been, yeah, just difficulty with that. And Dennis, yeah, yeah. I never expect him to come to the lives. He did for the longest time. I'm like, dude, don't worry about it. It's really okay. I appreciate it. I absolutely appreciate it. Yeah, it doesn't take much. So yes, happy Christmas Eve. Sherry says, happy Christmas Eve, everyone. Now Sherry was the one who like just blew, I think, everybody out of the water last week with her Christmas stuff. She's got no, actually, it might have been Cassie. First it was Sherry, and then Cassie came on. And Cassie said she's got 6 trees in her house. Cassie, like, we thought, yeah, Sherry, didn't you have like 4 or something, or maybe even 5, and then you have one in the attic too? You got the deal. You got the prize for the deal. I think Cassie had 6 trees. Like, wow. She just hit a home run on that one. So I'm leaving this picture up here so we can figure out what we're looking at. Yeah, I understand that. I've been cooking and cleaning all day, but I brought my sweets from the store. Yeah, and that's totally okay. It didn't have to be what just whatever is your sweet that you had. If someone's got it that it's homemade, that's even more awesomeness. But Renee, I don't know if you're still here. I'm waiting to find out is what I'm looking at. Like, is this the? Let me go find her comment. Right? What do y'all think this is? I just gotta turn this. Like for everybody to figure out what these things were. I don't know where the hell her comment went now. That's the thing. You gotta keep looking through all the damn comments. You gotta go backwards. All right, so we saw the oob fudge. I think we saw the peanut divinity, although this could be it too. I don't know because this is all covered in something. But the other one could have been cashew brittle, no? We definitely found the orange Italian cookies dipped in chocolate. We definitely found the 2 bee sting cakes. I don't think we got a picture of the brownies. I just don't think we have a picture of brownies in here in the email. Let me see here. Yeah, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pictures. Yeah. And they're all good. Right? So it makes sense. And this one must have been the I can get my stuff to work properly. We'll be all good. The orange cookies dipped in chocolate. Maybe this was step 1 of the orange cookies before they got dipped in chocolate. Yeah, that's the mystery there. This one's the mystery. I'm guessing it's cashew. And this is the bee sting cake or the that's crazy. And Renee, you made that beast? You made 2 of those? Girl, like where do you get these recipes? I've never even heard of that. Yeah, it's really cool. Let me go back to her stuff. Yeah. Two photos of the cashew brittle, one with the crystal spread. Oh, okay, thank you. She was trying to. He was tricking me. She's probably busy baking while I'm asking these damn questions. Okay, so that was right. So it's kind of like the same with this one. And these are the 2 photos, I think. I don't know. Okay. Awesome. Very good. Yeah. Very good. Thank you for sharing that. That was absolutely just awesome. 2 photos. Yeah. Sure, you also had 6 trees this year? Crap. So, Cassie and Sherry were a tie. So, Sherry's got the 6 trees up in the house, and then she's also got one in the attic waiting for next year. The lit up tree that she got, what did you get it for? Under $30, right? And it was how big? Big. A big tree. 6-foot self-lit for under $30. Like, holy moly. And I don't even think we asked what color the tree was. Just had some macadamia nut cookies. Yeah, we had a discussion about macadamias yesterday. When you start baking and stuff or cooking, you start talking about food and recipes. And that housemate was just like, I can't stand macadamias. I'm like, what's there to not like about a macadamia? It's so subtle, isn't it? I mean, it is rich. Maybe that's what it is. That's probably what it is for her. Just realized that could be what it is. Renee's like, I'm driving. Well, I'm so sorry. You are a trooper. You're watching the live while you're driving? Holy crap. Thank you. Yeah, take care of the road. Don't worry about me. And you emailed your pictures while you were driving? Maybe she got in the car since then. That's amazing. So because we discussed this last week, or at least I discussed it, I said I was going to show my treats and some people weren't here. And so really more kind of a traditional as far as heritage. So the Russian tea cake, I'll just put that there. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you don't want to see it. Yeah, that's the Russian tea cake. Yeah. So yeah, that's like the confectioner sugar, like powdered sugar on the outside. So it's like there's walnuts in there. They're crushed up into the flour and butter, of course. So it's a kind of a cookie. Has anybody ever had one of them? They literally like melt in your mouth. They are really good. My mom, we made those as kids too. And then I've already raved about the nut roll 1,000 times, but I'm going to show it again. There's the nut roll. I'm pretty sure many cultures have them. I believe it's a Middle Eastern, not Middle Eastern, did I say Middle Eastern? Europe, sort of a traditional thing. And it's walnuts again. And these I really, really like. Yeah, really. And then gingerbread cookies with just different shapes, right? So we have our star. Yeah, gingerbread cookies, star, chewy. On the inside, crispy. And then these little things, we didn't make these. These were a gift. And they're supposed to be German too, Renee. When I saw that, I was like, what? I don't know what these are called. It's supposed to be a dark chocolate. And I think I saw the word Domino's. Okay, I got some powdered sugar on Domino's. Not like in pizza. I don't know why it's called the Domino. And yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy it. All right, so can you see that? I gotta get my lights so that it has 3 layers on the inside. Do you see that? So there's the dark chocolate. I think that's supposed to be, has like a gingerbread bottom, and it's cherry in the center. Who doesn't like chocolate and cherry? Holy crap. And then I don't know what that other stuff on top is supposed to be. You see that? What is that? I'll have to go. I don't know. Somebody was extremely generous and sent that. And I'm only saying somebody, it was someone who wanted to remain anonymous. I'll put it like that, okay? I don't just eat any old damn thing that somebody sends in. For somebody to be able to send something, yeah, my stuff isn't really just kind of like out there, you just never know what's going to happen. I like it though. It is on the sweet side. For Christmas is once a year. So what the hell? You gotta live. And I think you all know what that is. So, oh yeah, and there's also, I didn't get to show this because I think I cut this one wrong. There's another one here. It's really, I cut it too thick. Oh shit. It's poppy seed roll. It looks a lot like the nut roll, and it's kind of falling apart on me. Can you see that? It looks like the nut roll, but it's poppy seed roll. And that one is much sweeter. It's much sweeter than the nut roll. But it was a very gracious, very generous gift. And you know who you are. Thank you. And for anybody and everybody who sent, just just really very, very thoughtful, because you just absolutely don't have to send me a damn thing. And just the fact that you thought about it and thought to include me is just really very awesome. And I appreciate it very much. Yeah, Christmas would be the only time because I'm going to be in a coma tomorrow. I'm going to be laid out. I'll be like, where's G? It'll be 4 p.m. She's still in bed. Like, I'm going to be flat. But thank you. And so for those who didn't send sweets, thank you. Thank you. But last week, that's all I kept saying, man, I want some nut roll. And then we got some extra stuff. So that was very generous, very amazing. Right? Like, I'm just like, wow. Lou, you're still there. I need water. And I made sure right before I came on the live, I ate. I had salmon with, I had rice, my rice crackers, seasoned rice crackers. I had, what the hell else did I have? Zucchini. And I had roasted seaweed. That's how I eat my salmons. Sheila, I've learned a lot from you. I know to take my greens and to put the fish in the greens, wrap it up in the greens and eat it like that. And girl, that is how I eat, like that. Like, if I've never been to South Korea. I've never been to Korea. I've never been out of the United States, but for me, there's something about it that really deeply resonates with me, the way they eat their food. Not all the sugar that they throw in the shit, not at all. But the way they eat their food and the combinations, like, that works for me totally. And so when I saw you just showing us different South Korean foods, I'm like, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, that makes sense for me. Totally made sense for me. So thank you. And it goes together so well. That's the other thing. All right. I need more of that water. Okay. So let me see if I should be. Yes, thank you for praying. I see prayers in here. Thank you so much. Keep her in your thoughts and prayers. You just saw me eat a sweet Lou. You just see me eating at the beginning of the live, or maybe not at the beginning of the live. I ate a slice of that nut roll already. I did taste the gingerbread. Absolutely. When a cookie's coming out of the oven, it's best when it's warm. Yeah. And her gingerbread is to die for. And I've never prepared for gingerbread because normally that's the cookie that you let the kids decorate because it's rock hard and nobody wants to eat it. It's just for show. And it just ends up being just not really good. But yeah, there's a soft, thick and chewy Cook's Country. Excellent magazine, excellent book, excellent publications. They have lots of different varieties of different cookies, and every recipe is phenomenal. And anyhow, it was their recipe. It's really good. Really, really good. So, yeah, praying for chat with Kate. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I developed a walnut allergy, so I can't. Oh. Yeah, you know what I found out with nuts? And I'm not going to say that this is the thing. I'm just saying that for myself, what I found out was when I would have nuts, if I made sure that they were sprouted first, if they have them sprouted, for digestion-wise, it was easier for me. But yeah, an allergy to nuts is no joke. So I'm sorry to hear that. Those are real Christmas. Yeah, right. Did that look good or what? Love this tasty sweet lie. Venus. Well, what I do at the end, before I go live every Saturday, I go back to the week before's live, and I go to the end of the live, because in the StreamYard, it holds the whole video. I can jump to the very end of the live, and I can listen to, like, the last 2 minutes and see how I signed off, like, what did I say? And I said to bring sweets. I said to bring your Christmas goodies, like, if you were baking or whatever if you were gifting or whatever that, to bring your things, and so I'm like, "Okay, I have to make sure I have a plate prepared." Because I said I would bring whatever we did. And I didn't think we were gonna be able to get, a whole lot done, because they've been working, like, a lot. But then the storm came, and they got, 2 extra days off of work, maybe even 3. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, 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 all look really yummy and just very different stuff, which is I really love that. Oh, yeah, Sherry said it was a pre-lit 6.5-foot green tree. Okay, that's what I don't think we asked, because I think some of those trees can come in, right? It can be like a white tree, right? It's a green tree, okay. Yeah, that was one of the questions. That was one of the questions that Sheila had. A green or a white tree? Was that one of the ones, or was it just simply real or fake? Um, so did anybody watch a Christmas movie last night? I did. I thought I was gonna go into bed earlier, really early, 'cause I was tired the whole day, and then it came time to kinda chill, and, well, what did we do yesterday? Those Russian tea things were yesterday. Um, anyway, I wasn't all that tired, Just wasn't really wound down, and so I went ahead and I realized I didn't watch It's a Wonderful Life this year, and I watch that movie every year, sometimes multiple times, and, I watched it again, and yeah, I love that movie. How can you watch the last 2 minutes and, like, not have, like, a tear in your eye? It's just like yeah, it's just a great movie. Um, Lisa says, "I should have taken pics. I think I only have 3 crinkle cookies left." So you're not hosting tomorrow, that means, right? Or if you are, they're not getting crinkle cookies. Those were those are for the house. Oh, we're gonna have more sweets than we know what to do with, I can tell you that for sure. Yeah, for sure. So, Sherry, you said you had to do a whole lot of you've been cooking all day. What have you been cooking? Lisa, did you have to cook? You guys or who's hosting? Like, who has to cook? Or even if you're not hosting, if you're going to somebody's house, you're taking something with you, right? Taking a dish of some sort. Sheila, I like your method. And I would imagine in South Korea, yeah, if you're still here, so there are places that are open tomorrow. Because I think here in the States, it's hard to find somewhere that's open, right? If there is, um, I think Dennis said he knew of a place. I think I can't remember. I think he said maybe that's so funny, like right out of the Christmas movie. It was a Chinese place, but it was like a China buffet or something. I think he said he thinks they're open tomorrow because I think Luciano wants to go there tomorrow for Christmas. Also, it's a way to get indoors and be warm. They're both, yeah, outside pretty much. And Luciano is honestly outside, seriously outside. Like, I don't know how I don't. It struck me. It was so wild in Dennis's video. I don't know if it was today. It might have been this morning's video. He drives up, finds Luciano, says he's got another gift. Somebody gifted the channel or a thing for Luciano, right? And Luciano says to Dennis, "You should maybe, he said you should roll your window up. You're going to get cold." And I was like, Luciano just spent the entire freezing 0-degree night outdoors, sleeping outdoors, literally outdoors. And it was just like, how the hell does he do it? I mean, I know he wears, like it looks like it's a I think he takes a sleeping bag, and, you know how they have zippers on both ends? So I think he leaves, one spot open where it's big enough for just his head to go through, so he's got, like, the entire blanket around him, which is smart. That's, I think, the warmest way to do it, you know, if you're not gonna be indoors, right? Those are real okay, where am I at? So I wanna know if you're gonna have some other ah, let's see, let's see. I almost made some of that, but my my housemate, one of them said, "Yeah, you should take some in there with you, and you know, with the cats in here, I don't want anything in here that doesn't have a screw top lid on it because, yeah, I'd freak out if something spilled, like, on the devices and on the laptop and shit, I would just yeah, no. So, yeah, I don't, um well, that's good. That's good. That is good. So, Lou, I know you said you were baking during the week. Um, yeah, what did you bake? I can't remember. I think you were telling me what you were baking. Maybe you mentioned it last week. Yeah, I have never had the Yuletide tea. Um, I'm sorry, the blessed Yule. So, was this your first time, or you've had it before? I'm assuming you probably had it before, and you were like, "Oh, this is some good stuff." Need to get an extra one, right? Very generous of you. Astrology, check your messages. Oh, yeah. You know, sometimes I'm really good with that, and then other times I'm not so good. Speaking of which, I did see a video and I was sharing it. I have to shut my phone off. It is still running. Dennis, I don't know if you're there, but this is still running. Holy shit. I have to shut my phone down though. But see, I don't know where it's at in the video and I don't want to do that. Damn. My screen is frozen, is what I'm saying. Oh, wait, it's letting me do other things. Hold on. Hold on. So, Lou, um, yeah, I didn't know what was going on. I was curious if I could, yeah, maybe I could share that movie. That's what I did see. Damn, this thing is on top of my messages. Um, Everything is really weird tonight on my phone. It's just shit's frozen. All right, I'm not gonna mess with that right now. So you are learning a lot about the Korean food. Well, I think I gravitate towards it though, is my thing. I really just ever since I can remember, I always remember thinking if I have eggs, I should have vegetables. Like ever since I can remember. And not like the fried potatoes that not that it's not delicious, right? But it didn't resonate for me. But when I saw the way you were eating with the Korean food and the meats, right? Whether it was beef or pork or chicken or whatever, I'm more of a fish person, but whatever it was. And then they would have the leafy green that they would put the meat in and wrap the green around and eat it like that. I was like, that's for me. That will work for me. That will absolutely work because I'm not going to, I'm not the person who's, you know, and I say it this way because it's what works health wise. So yeah, the Korean food, like when I started watching your channel, was just like, yes, this is a big deal. No, we have no water. No. Okay, we need to pray for D. There's no water. Ah, damn. Damn. Oh, D, I am so sorry. I really am. Like, we had a scare the other night with a power outage. So she said throughout Georgia, there are many water outages due to the burst in pipes from the freezing weather. We had a discussion. Um, we were talking about different states and in many states, depending upon what their building codes are, they only go so far below the topsoil surface level to bury the pipes and shit. And I would imagine in the warm states, right? We were just having a discussion about that. Damn. I'm really sorry. I can't, yeah. Uh, so you had, did you experience yourself frozen pipes, bursting pipes? Or it doesn't matter. They just shut the water off in general on you. Is that how that works? Because I have no idea how that works when that happens. I'm fortunate. I've never. I mean, with my mom and dad, when I lived with them, we had some water issues, but that had to do with the house and the plumbing in the house. And my dad was always messing around doing something. He was the king handyman, for sure. He did everything himself. Yeah, Lisa. I don't know how Luciano can handle that cold weather either. Wasn't it? Weren't you guys like at 1 degree? And I'm not talking about the wind chill, or maybe that was the wind chill. So it was like, what was the air temperature, the regular, the Fahrenheit temperature there? You're not that far from them, are you? Like, is your weather similar to theirs? I have no idea where you're at, but yeah, you would know better than anybody that's here. I mean, Dennis isn't here right now, so I'm assuming. So throughout Georgia, there are many water outages. Got you. All right. So Lou S says Allastrology sugar cookies. Okay. And then knock off Trader Joe's covered in Oh, right. Okay. You know what? I remember those. I was thinking about that when I saw Dennis got a gift. Well, lots of gifts. Lots of gifts from Trader Joe's. And I remember it made me think about those the Trader Joe's, right? Which were, yeah, the last time I bought them, many. Yeah. I never bought them for myself, so it's been a very long time since I bought those. Is it just like a sandwich cookie? Basically what you described, covered in mint, chocolate, and chocolate crushed candy canes. To die for. I mean, if you like chocolate and peppermint, and I'm feeling like, who the heck doesn't? Oh, yeah, still talking about a gift that Dennis wants because he gets lots of gifts. And so anyway, he had this hot cocoa pack that came in. It looked like the shape of a carrot or something, but it had like the cocoa powder and then the marshmallows, right? And then they sent peppermint spoons, so candy cane spoons to stir his hot cocoa with. And I thought, that's a really good idea. Peppermint hot cocoa. I don't think I've ever had that. He said I got my kimchi. Yeah, we got a jug of it in the fridge too. We do. Yes, ma'am. Oh, you sent pic. Okay, let me go look. Did you send them in the email? I can't get them on the. If you send them to the email, I can get access to them. Sent pics. Because right now I'm having major difficulties. Yeah. Well, let me go look. Let me go look. All right, not yet. Yeah, and if you don't, that's okay, Lou. But if you want to, if you have easy access to the Allastrology email, that would be the best way for right now. And if you can't, then don't worry about it. No big deal. Oh, you do have the heat. Oh, thank God. Thank God. I wasn't sure about if it was because you lost heat and then your pipes froze. You follow? Yeah, we had that scare a couple of nights ago. And yeah, it was a little bit. I think Yeah, the stress of not having it was much worse than the actual effect of the few hours that we were without it, because the house in general kept the temperature pretty good, I'd say. And it was nighttime, so you're, like, under all the blankets anyway. And we do have a stove, a gas stove, so if worst came to worse, we have a fireplace, but once you start that fireplace up, like, all the heat in the house goes right up the damn chimney. So it's like, why would you do that? But we usually always have, like, a pot on the stove in the winter because of the heat and everything being so dry. So you always have a pot of water with some, cinnamon or whatever the hell in there for some extra loveliness in the air. Sure, show the video. Let me know when you do as be right back. Yeah, you know what? I'm having issues with my phone. That's why I was like, damn. But I didn't know if I could do that. And now, maybe I'll, yeah. I don't know. I'm having issues. I keep looking at it and trying to mess with it, and I'm just, okay, is it changing? I don't know. I'm gonna let it run. So Lisa says we're 150 miles north. Okay, so our basic temp was down around 17. So imagine sleeping outside in 17-degree weather. Holy crap. What I don't understand is how you can physically do that and not get frostbite. How is that possible? How is that possible? The wind chill in the negative digits. Yeah, negative. Even if it's single, it's negative. It's negative. I don't think they were too much warmer down there. No, because I think it was just this morning he said the coldest night, and I think it was a number that I was shocked. I was like, oh shit, I didn't realize that they were going to get hit that bad, because he was saying that it was worse than the polar vortex you guys got. What was that, a couple of years ago? That kind of, really shut shit down on the grid and all that. Thank heavens, no. Thank heavens, no, not me. Burst pipes. Okay, but in my community, there was 6 pipes that burst and a few apartments that have. Oh God. Oh, so they had to shut the water off. Oh my gosh. 7 other vendors are so busy that our community is on a waiting list for service. So the water has been shut off. Yeah, that was the concern here. When you have weather that is that frigid and that cold, because we were, regular air temperature was projected to be -7, and the wind chill -37 that night. And so the way the snow and the wind was blowing and, um, just ice forming and shit, it was like, okay, this is bad. Like, if you have a power outage, what's the reality in like, being fast about getting repaired? So we're thinking, "Oh, shit." I don't know what the problem was, but they did a great job. If you're down for only a few hours, you're blessed. Like, they did a great job. So it's off for the entire community. I was told that the whole town of Shreveport, Louisiana, has no water for the same reason. Yeah, that's what we talked about. That's what we were talking about, these towns. And I know it's a pickle because it's like, well, how often does this shit happen? How often do they actually have these horrible weather incidents? And it's like, I get it, but for when you do have them, is it worth it? She said, not, they do not insulate their pipes. Not smart. Yeah. Uh, Alyssa says, I have ice on the inside of my windows in the house. Had the heat cranked to 80 and it was barely 70. So you rent, right? I'm just checking to make sure, because if you had that damn thing at 8 and it was barely 70, the thing that happened here earlier in the week, which is interesting, on Monday, or maybe it was Sunday, which is, yeah, we knew there was something going on with the heating, like the thermostat and the heat. We weren't sure what the real problem was. So they called for a repair guy. I think it was Monday. They came out, and the guy figured out right away what it was. He was like, for X amount of dollars more, I can do a whole system check. That we normally recommend the whole system check every year, because there's just, depending upon if you have pets, and like if there's an area with a lot of pollen, or if there's been construction, anyway, a lot of crap can get built up. And so what they do is they'll do the check, and then they'll clean like just all the different parts and crap. And so I was just like, oh my God. So anyway, we just went ahead and had it all done then. And once the cold crap came, it was like, oh, thank God. Anyway, so the fan to the furnace had like a bunch of shit built up on all the blades. And so thankfully something had happened earlier where the people were called in before the extreme temperatures, and they just did a whole systems check. Because it would not have been good. Okay, well, that's good. Well, I would give them a call. I'm just saying, if you got the thing cranked up to 80 and your temperature, that means it was probably cycling like all the time running. And I'm not an AC HVAC person, so I definitely am not. But I'm just saying that to me, if it was cranked up that high, I mean, I understand that you're saying, hey, it was just that cold, but it sounds like there's something that isn't really working at its optimum, I guess is what I'm saying. Lisa says I lied. She lied. I think our lowest temp was around 12. Yeah, it was really, really cold. When he said in that video something about it was the coldest night yet, and it was colder than the polar vortex that shut you guys down a couple of years ago, I was like, holy shit. Holy crap. I just didn't I really thought that it was rare for you guys to get that sort of cold snap. Is it? Like, because you guys are like South Texas. I mean, he's like, what is he, 20 minutes, 30 minutes from South Padre Island in that whole area, right? He's like pretty south. We had ice inside the windows too, just on Thursday morning. Yeah. I know, right? Could you imagine having your water shut off? It's just not good. And thank God you have heat. Thank God you have heat. Man, how long has this been on? Has this been for... So yeah, Dee, I'm rereading your things. So how long have you had no water? How long have you been down with the water? Because today is Christmas Eve, and for some places, I think Thursday night was the big night for us. Yeah, the snow started Thursday. It actually started snowing here like around noon, a little bit before noon on Thursday. And then after that, that storm is when the temperatures really started to go quite low. That Thursday night was supposed to be our most frigid night. So maybe it's only been a day. Not that that's not a lot every minute. Ugh. I mean, no water is hard. And then here's the other thing, like, there's a big difference if people are prepared. And even if you're not prepared, I guess if you're in a location where you guys see, here it was like, when it's gonna be like a big storm or something, stock up. That way, if you can't get out, you know what I'm saying? If there's snow and ice or whatever, or you just don't want to be bothered by all that, you can prepare in a way. But yeah, if you have no running water, like how much water can you buy, right? So it's more like, okay, you're gonna have to wait to bathe and wait to do laundry, and you can still cook if you were to buy water, but that's only if you prepared for it. And then, okay, did my video stop? So yeah, we will pray that Dee gets her water turned on soon. Oh man. So today, so your water was out. So it started today. Okay, well, hopefully this. Oh no, she's like, my sink is full of dishes. Oh Lord. Oh man. Well, I think it's best that they kind of give you. I would think that it's best that they kind of give you a long outlook on it. That way, you guys don't have like. Actually, I don't know. Are you able to go out when the cold hits? I don't know if you guys had rain where you're at, and so maybe it wasn't rain. Maybe it was ice. I said rain. Maybe it was ice. Maybe you actually got snow. I honestly haven't. Um, or maybe it's perfectly dry and you're able to get out and at least get water. Not that you can, not that you can, right, to clean and wash. Right. Had I known, I wouldn't have used dishes. Right. My sink is full of dishes. Yeah, that's a pain in the ass. In the north, we get it for a handful of days. Okay, so Lisa said it's not really rare here. I'm just north of San Antonio, and we get hard freezes pretty much every year. Some years more intensely cold than others. Yeah, and not only do you get the hard freezes, but you guys get ice. I remember my mom had a house in the hill country area. And so ice storms. I often remember hearing about some ice storms. But again, I wasn't really too focused on it. I didn't never had to deal with it. I didn't go down there. I didn't know what was going on. And my mom and dad didn't live there. It was actually my uncle. I have family that lives actually in the San Antonio area. And my uncle's house was in hill country. And anyway, yeah. But maybe out for the rest of the weekend, please. Yeah, that was what I was trying to get to. Like, if you can't get out, then it's a real pain in the ass. You know what I mean? Like, if you're in conditions that are dangerous or something. But if you can get out and it's not icy, and there's not snow where you can't travel, because it doesn't take much snow for the southern states. There's no salt, there's no snow removal equipment, there's none of that shit. I remember when I was in Alabama, and it was like we had, just a slight, just the smallest sprinkle of snow, but the temperatures were cold enough where the snow stayed, but it was not even, I don't think it was measurable, but they had already, it was just, school was called off for the kids like the day before. It was just like, this is, you don't mess with it. School's called off and you kind of just, okay, hold on a minute. My phone is working right now. Something happened. Oh, nope. My bad. I'm really, Dennis is getting 2-for-1 tonight. He was constantly running. Okay, so no cooking. Yeah, I have to wash dishes had I known. Yes, hopefully you find water. That would be the thing, is being able to find the water. But you know what I would be doing? I would be like on Amazon. I would be looking for all the water I could and ordering it up, having them deliver. You just never know. It's in your community, you get into your stores, the shelves might be bare. I don't know. That's just always my first thing. Yeah. We almost always ice over, sometimes snow. I'm right at the gateway to the hill country. Gateway to the hill country. Okay. All right. What do you know? Wow. That was my dad's vision, his dream, build a house there, and him and my mom would spend their retirement there. That was his vision. The crazy cold weather usually doesn't come until January or February. Ah, okay. That's what I remember being there in January. I was just home. You know, when you're baking, when you're cooking in the kitchen, you just like start talking about everything. And that's what we were talking about. And I was saying, I remember being in my uncle's house because we were there helping. My dad built a straw bale home. And so it was really all volunteers. And I guess there's a community for straw bale people. And so you go to other people's construction sites of their home to learn how to build your own straw bale home. So basically, you get all these volunteers, and it's all this great circle of people who are teaching and learning, and it's hands-on learning, right? So anyway, we had went down there for a weekend or a week or whatever it was to have a shot at it and to help out. And so my uncle, my dad's brother, put us up for the weekend in his house. He had a house that he would, I guess, rent out or something. I can't remember now. It's crazy. I don't remember some things. But anyway, and I remember it was January, and in the daytime, it was beautiful. It was like 65, 70 degrees. It might be a little misty or cloudy in the morning, but then by afternoon, the sun would be out like clockwork, right? So the nighttime temperatures, though, it was getting really chilly. And I remember sleeping or trying to sleep and being so freaking cold. And I couldn't figure out why I was so cold. I was like, I don't understand this. It's like in the 40s at night, high 30s in the 40s, and I'm freezing like I'm in the, I had just never been that cold before. And so we were talking about construction and the way the house is made and whether there's insulation, which would be really different for the way the homes are here, because here we prepare, of course, for the harsh winters. So when it gets cold there, because Lisa, you had even mentioned it the other night, you were just like, yeah, we're not really built for the cold, you know? And when I read that, I thought, I know exactly what she's talking about, because I was like, never again am I spending the night in my uncle's home unless I bring like an electric blanket. I wasn't prepared. I just was not prepared. I felt like every time the wind blew outside, I could feel it totally. I was like, I don't understand this. It's not, I'm used to colder weather, and it was cold. It was cold. Yes, yes. Canyon Lake. Houses are on Canyon Lake. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. My uncle I have I have quite a few family members on Canyon Lake. So I have a cousin, I believe his wife and him are still there. And then I have an uncle, my mom's brother. I think he's still there with his wife and family. And yeah, they're all grown now. And then and then another uncle, my dad's brother. So my mom has a brother there, and my dad has a brother there. They're all on Canyon Lake. It's so bizarre, isn't it? Alyssa said I uploaded the video. It's on my channel now, but I don't see the orbs on the video that I saw when I had filmed it. Well, it might be there. Sometimes it takes a few times, so it might be there. We'll definitely look. Yeah. And New Braunfels. Yeah, when Dennis talks about that, some of that stuff I remember. I know, Lisa, isn't that wild? That wild? That is so crazy. That is too crazy. But I just remember being so freaking cold in his house in January, and I was just like, oh, I can't handle this. I mean, I probably didn't say a word. I'm sure I didn't say a word, because I'm not gonna, that's just not me. But I'm older now, and I don't give a shit. I'm gonna say it. And I was freezing my ass off. Not so much during the day. It was when I would try to go to sleep at night. It was just like, you're in bed freezing, your teeth are chattering, and everything just feels so. So I totally understood when you said that. You were just like, our houses are not built for this. And I'm like, she's so freaking right. That's what it is. The houses are just not made of glass. And if you don't get them, why would you build that way, you know? And then Dennis was talking about how in the summertime when he's really hot, there's no such thing as taking a cold shower. That's not possible. So again, we were talking about that, and I'm like, why? What is it? What is up with that? Why can't you get a cold shower? You know, because the pipes and how the lines are built, they're not far enough into the ground. I guess in Texas, or at least in certain parts, what do they call that? The water line is actually pretty shallow, and so they don't go any further. Am I right about that? So what that means is when it heats up outside, those pipes, the land, surface soil gets heated and the pipes are not very far from the surface. So your water is never going to just run cold. Like here, even in the summer, even in the heat of the summer, you can turn your tap to cold and you're going to get cold water. It might take a minute, but you will get cold water, which is crazy, right? Not refrigerator cold, you know, or I should say ice cube cold, but you could take a cold shower. Absolutely. Anyway, please. Like, wow. So Alyssa, yes, yes, the humidity, the damp. I know exactly. When we get that in October, like September, October, if it gets starts to get cold, but yet it's still damp. 40s and the damp and the cold to me is worse. It's worse. It's just because it goes right to the bone. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, the well would make sense. If you're on a well, then you would get colder water. That makes sense because it's much deeper. But when he was saying that, I didn't, you know, I never realized that. And he was like, there's no such thing as a cold shower in Texas. And I was like, what? Because I kept thinking, okay, I know he's hot. I know he's living outside. I know it got really hot during the day, but dude, take a cold shower before bedtime. That's gotta work, right? It'll like give you at least some relief. And I would never say that because, well, I'm not living it. So I'm not, yeah, that's not for me to say. But it was, yeah, he would just say it and it'd be like, oh, holy shit. That makes sense. I don't know how he does it. Okay, Alyssa, I'm going to your channel right now. Since you're giving me permission, I'm assuming that's why you did that really quickly. We're going to show it. Can we do that? That way we get to do this. Now it's telling me I'm having, okay, I have to show my, no, this is not. The internet on the computer is like full bars. This is StreamYard causing a problem. Yeah, see, StreamYard likes to try and tell me that it's the internet, and it is not the internet. The internet is showing full bars. This damn StreamYard. All right, Alyssa, so I can go run that channel. I can go to your channel and play it because we're all going to watch it together. And I understand you said that possibly the orbs aren't there like you saw before. But is it okay if we all look at it to see? Because we might see something. I can. Okay, I figured that you were okay with that, but I wanted to ask first. Let me go to my channel and let me make sure the volume is down on my channel so we don't play some stuff we didn't want to hear. You know, like my own videos. All right, let me go to your channel. I know I got you a subscription here. And actually, if you just put it up, you should have a dot next to your name. Okay, hold on, guys. Little monster. Let me hide the sweets. Well, come on in. Is Zoe out there? Come on in. There's no sage or anything here. Come on. Where'd you go? Are you coming? All right, let me spin around for this little one. Come on. Okay. She wants to do it her way. Wait, I'm going to be difficult. All right, let's find Illinois or Alyssa. I almost called you Illinois, Lisa. All right. Let me go there. Did you leave it up, Alyssa? I only see one video. And it's from 11 months ago. Unless there's a short. And the short says Agnes and Louie get visit from Grandpa. Is that it? It's a short? That must be it. It doesn't say when this went up, though. So there's some things about the YouTube that just drive me crazy. Let me go back to StreamYard. Is it the short? It must be the short. It's a short. Okay. Oh my God. All right, let me share this. Taffy, are you coming up here? Huh? I don't know where that kitty cat is. Here, come on. There you go. See? Stay away from the sweets. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're going to do this. Stay away from the candle. Come on, big girl. How are you? How are you? Okay. All right. Are you comfy? I know you want to smell those cookies. Oh, that's a good girl. You're such a good girl. Alrighty. StreamYard is telling me I'm having issues. Like, really? All right. Are you ready? Let me get my face in the corner. Put that there. Let me go back to your channel. Is there sound? I want to get it up. Well, wait, let me go back to the thing. I got to turn off that. I think we have music. I think we still are playing the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies, I think, is playing still. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let me turn up the volume on my end. All right. Here we go. Aw, is this?
Lou.
Aw,
You're such a good boy.
look at King Louie.
Oh, you're such a good boy.
See? You like me?
Yeah.
You got a diffuser going in that, right?
Yeah, that's close. That's good. That's close enough. Right, Lou? Don't go no closer.
What a king. Look at him sitting up. Oh my gosh.
Go by closer.
No. That's close enough.
Oh,
Oh, you and your kitty.
look, it's got a coal.
Oh, I saw what you were. I just saw.
Hey, baby Lou.
I saw it on the left-hand side. Did you guys see it?
You're such a good boy.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh.
Oh, you're such a good boy.
It's hard when you have a diffuser in the room.
Yeah.
See, he makes me closer.
But I
Yeah,
think I
that's
see.
close. That's good. That's close enough. Right, Lou? Don't go no closer.
Louis, don't go by closer.
No. That's close enough.
Oh,
Oh, you and your kitty.
look, it's got a coal.
Louie is just no. Watch. It'll be right here. You'll be able to see it. See it? Did you see it come out of that wall? I saw it.
Hey, baby Lou.
Hi, baby.
And then you'll
You're
see
such
it
a good
again.
boy.
Did you see it?
Oh,
It's easy to
Oh,
see.
you're such a good boy.
It's brown.
you like me?
Yeah.
See, he makes me closer.
Yeah, that's close. That's good. That's close enough. Right, Lou?
You see
Don't
King
go no
Louie?
closer.
You see King Louie?
Louis, don't go by closer.
Does Louie
No.
have her eyes, or are those?
That's
They look
close
amber
enough.
here, but I don't know if they're green.
Oh, you and your kitty.
Look, got a cold.
All right, we'll do it again. Did you see it? It went in the opposite direction of the diffuser, and it was above the diffuser.
You're such a good boy.
See, and then there was something right there by the purple.
Oh, you're such a good boy.
It's there, Alyssa.
Yeah.
See, he likes me closer.
Yeah, that's close. That's good. That's close enough. Right, Lou? Don't go no closer.
Yeah, what was that?
Louis,
I don't know if the
Louis,
that
go
whatever it
back
is moving really fast.
No, that's close enough.
Oh,
Oh, you and your kitty.
look, he's got a cold.
So before I go do it again, let me see if I can press stop here. Oh, look, I caught it. You can see it right there. It's very faint, but you can see it. Can you guys see that? Oh, I probably should have expanded the screen for you. Damn. I always forget to do that. Oh, I don't know if it'll let me do that on that side. All right, let me find the chat and see. Oh, wait, we don't want that. Did you see it? I know King Louis is just, he's sitting up like he owns that joint. He really is King Louis. I've never seen a cat in the physical actually do what King Louis is doing. I've seen pictures. Yeah, lots of pictures. But the girls here have never done that. And I volunteered with cats for a while, so I saw all sorts of cats. Hey. Never seen a cat. Obviously, the cat has to feel very, very safe to sit with the belly exposed like that, right? Hey. Oh, good. You did see it, Alyssa. Good. You're not nuts. Now, what I want to know, I'm going to ask the hard questions now, right? You know what my question is? And I'm not, okay, good. There she goes. Right when it started, I saw the orb. It was barely there in the beginning, right when the video first started. Yeah, so in this video, you see it, you can see that white dot right there, right? And it's like it comes almost from the lamp, right? But then throughout the video, I'm seeing something really fast flash going over this way. So Lisa says, I saw it. Yeah. I know, right? Is King Louis adorable or what? It was on the left side and it came right towards the camera at one point. Okay. But I don't know if I caught it or not. It's almost like you can, there's flashes moving really fast past the camera. Oh, he does have green eyes. Okay. It came right at the camera at one point. Yeah, it's one of those things where the more you watch it, because it's so subtle, it's so subtle. And in all honesty, think about the room that you're in. It's pretty well lit, it seems anyway. It seems very well lit. You have the indirect light coming in off of the snow illuminating the room as well, which is a big deal. And it just adds more light. It makes it harder to see it in a way, especially on camera. Whereas when you remember the first video you had, there was no light on in the room. He was turning the light on for you, remember? So it was a lot easier to see it. And here, this is a very well-lit room, lots of light coming in from the windows. You've got the snow out there, which, even though it's a cloudy day, it doesn't matter. The snow, that indirect light comes flying through. So you saw it. Yeah, good. Yes, it came right at the camera. Okay, Alyssa. So what I'm going to ask you is, in light of all the things that's happened where you're at, can you tell me how you know that it's John? And I'm not saying I doubt you. I just want to know how you know that it's John. And I'm asking this because of all the things that have happened. That's all. Louis, King Louis. You want me to itch your cheeks? They got a new grooming brush. Did I tell you guys about it last week? And the one it seems like we're always switching them up just to see what works best. And the new one has like this changeable. It's almost like a wet one or something, but it's not. I don't know what's on it, but Zoe loves it. She like wants to lay up against it, and she kind of smothers her face in it and wants to roll around in it and everything. And I'm like, wow, this is like perfect. And it gets rid of, because Zoe's hair is so fine that even when you brush it, it brushes, but it's like it doesn't gather on the brush. So it's like we're just moving hair, you know? So the wet one thing, it's kind of like they're getting a mini wash too while they're being white brushed, and it collects all the hair. So Zoe's coat feels like amazing, absolutely amazing, and she loves it. So it was a really good buy. At first I was like, holy shit, is that going to even do anything? And well, you never know until you try. And she loves it. Taffy doesn't care for it, but Taffy doesn't have the hairball issues that Zoe has. So hopefully this helps her a lot. So yeah, I just, yeah, I mean, we want to be sure that, so Dee says, I just washed my face with a combo of wellness immunity, yuzu sparkling water, and LaCroix coffee exotica sparkling water. I'll use it now to wash my hands if I need it. Yeah. Improve it. Yeah. Yeah, that's all you can do, man. That is all you can do. Yep. Yeah. The people that do I know Dennis who does like the boondocking, and so there's no running water, like different ideas. Like I didn't know they sold like full body wipes. I had no idea. Never had to use those, and so I just didn't realize. I mean, the only time I've ever used something like that was like prior to a surgery, but those are more of like an antiseptic type of a thing. But yeah, so that's, it's just yeah, it is, isn't it? It's a nice chill way to just like, to just, I don't know. So it's not so crazy and stressful. So I want to watch this again, if that's okay. I'm going to let this roll again because I want to see if we can see more. I turned the lighting down just a little bit. See, what makes it hard,
Baby Lou,
Hi, baby.
you're such a good boy.
is the diffuser.
Oh, you're such a good boy.
But as long as you know which way the diffuser is going.
See, he likes me closer.
Yeah, that's close. That's good. That's close enough. Right, Lou? Don't
See
go
that
no
right there?
closer.
That just came off the wall, off the purple,
Louis, don't go by closer.
right above King Louie's head.
That's close enough.
Oh.
Oh, you and your kitty.
It's so cute the way they're both sitting the same. It's so amazing and cute. How old is King Louis, did you say? It's just so cute. Yeah, that was a slow, yeah.
Hey, baby Lou.
Hi, baby.
You're such a good boy.
And King Louis was,
Oh, you're such a good boy.
He likes me.
King and Louis and John were
He likes me closer.
we're like,
Yeah,
we're
that's close.
real buddies.
That's good. That's close enough. Right, Lou? Don't go no closer.
Yeah.
Louis, don't go by closer.
No, that's close enough.
Oh.
Oh, you and your kitty.
She's adorable, by the way. Your granddaughter, she's adorable. They're both adorable. It's such a cute short. It really is.
baby Lou.
King Louis.
You're such a good boy.
King Louis's face looks a
Oh,
lot like
he's such a
Zoe.
good boy.
He does.
Yeah.
He's got that nice white patch on his
Yeah,
belly.
that's
Zoe doesn't really
close.
have that.
That's
But when
good.
King Louis turns
Close
his
enough.
head, I'm like, damn, that
Right,
looks
Lou?
Zoe there.
Don't go no closer.
Aw,
Louis, don't go.
that is so cool. I love this
No.
video.
That's close enough.
So yeah, we just want to,
Oh, you and your kitty.
Look,
I'm curious.
Oh.
That diffuser, what was in that diffuser? What exactly was in there? Was it really just a humidifier, or was it more of like was there a scent in there? I'm just curious. Louis was his cat, right? Louis is 6. Okay. And she said, yeah, I still feel his presence around me. Okay. All right. That's good enough. That you feel that connection, and especially around the holidays, that would be a time where, that's always a time where family, because we think of them. We really draw them in. We think of them. And so they're there. So thank you for sharing that, Alyssa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So she said it's just a humidifier. There's no scent. Okay. That's what I was curious about, really. They are. I know. Isn't that the cutest thing in the world? I mean, I just think that is so adorable. That is so freaking adorable. And, it makes sense that this was a little bit low key. It wasn't anything like the one before. The one in the kitchen, it was like a pinball flying all around to and from. But the fact that the 2 little ones are there, it makes a lot more sense. He's a little bit more laid back, a little bit more low key. He knows that you recognize him, or that you're open to him being there, and the grandbaby's there. That is awesome. Thank you for making sure that you get that video. Well, not that you did it for me, but because it's really adorable. All right. That was awesome. Anybody else have any visuals, any videos or visuals or stories? Taffy went to the door again. As soon as I stopped petting, she's just like, Agnes was named after, oh, get out of here. Oh my Lord. Okay, that makes sense, because yeah, Agnes is definitely an old school name. So a family name. The bags behind Agnes are full of all their Christmas I should go back and look at that. Oh my God, let me go back. I mean, I'm here right now. I just took it off the screen, but it's still here. You guys look. See the bags in the background? These are all the Christmas gifts. Don't you love it when kids are that young, when you can just leave stuff out in the open and they're like, or at least they don't appear to know. Wow, you have a lovely collection of animals up on these shelves here too. Yeah. Your own little farm, your own little zoo up there, huh? Very, very cute. Gotta love that. So Agnes was named after his mother. Yeah, that makes sense. And yes, Louis was his cat. Well, boy, King Louis, he looks like a king. I mean, that just makes so much sense. Has anybody else ever seen a cat sit like that? Like in the real, like personally? Like, have you actually witnessed it? I have never. I've house sat for cats. Yeah, volunteered for cats, lived with cats. Never seen a cat actually sit like that. I've seen videos, and I always thought, how the hell did they get them to do that? But King Louis just naturally, I don't know. All right, this kitty cat's driving me crazy again. Taffy, you just got in here. You just got in the room. You just got in here. Yeah. Okay, well, go find a place to get comfy. Go on, take your tail. Take it, take that tail with you. Okay, I can officially shut this off, my phone here, because it's playing something that's not what I was playing before, because my screen was frozen. So I think, yeah, and then I'll shut it back on again, and then I can have access to some stuff I didn't have access to before. I know, just so darn cute. A lot of those were John's. He collected polar bears and penguins. I was looking at that and I'm like, what am I looking at? I couldn't figure out if those were dogs. I was wrong. I like polar bears too. But I don't collect things. Yeah, I'm kind of like Dennis in that way. I'm a lot like Dennis in that way. I really I'm a minimalist at heart. So I like it and it's cute, but I wouldn't purchase it for myself because I'd just be like, yeah, it's just another thing I'll have to take care of. And yeah. Okay, so then you feel good. You feel good about it. You feel good. You feel like, okay, that's John. And you haven't had any issues, nothing crazy going on since the other stuff. It's all good, which is great. I'd love that. The bags behind her are all their Christmas toys. I know, right? I don't know how my parents, I have no idea. Oh, yeah, I do. I think. I mean, they had a lot of kids. And in all honesty, I feel like there was a certain age, once you got to a certain age in my family, yeah, it was just like the young ones, the really young kids that you know, that they would go, that they would buy multiple gifts for. A lot of those were John's. He collected. Okay, good. Okay, so we're caught up. Okay. And here I am yawning because I began the evening eating sugar. That's what happens. That's what happens. But I love the ghost stories. Cassie, are you still here? Cassie's probably like sleeping. I just realized we had Cassie, we had Renee. Yeah, Anthony was already drinking. Sheila was going out. Well, Anthony's in Sydney. I'm just going back to the chat. People I didn't really get to chit chat with too much. Who else is here? Who else is watching? And Dee, you're hanging in there, which is good. Canyon Lake, yeah. Yeah, one of my favorite spots for walking was on top of the dam there. I used to go walking there. I used to love that. I used to love that would be my morning walk. Walk up to the top of that dam and just walk. Oh yeah, it was just really cool because the view from up there was it was just land I was looking at too. It wasn't like I was, yeah, it was just a beautiful view. So Lisa, do you have any ghost stories or loved ones that have passed on that you feel like have been making contact, or anybody? Dee, I think, yeah, you've given us some really good stories, right? Things you've been through. Yeah, and I know a couple weeks ago we started talking about, or at least I did, I started talking about how before technology, right? Before we had before we had a television, right? Before we even had electricity, a Christmas time thing was to have a fire going or to have your candles lit. Of course, you would need some sort of light and you're with your family, but to sit around and tell stories. That was what you did for entertainment. And so a lot of those ended up, as the evening would go on, there was ghost stories. That was a big part of the entertainment. How to keep each other, just interested and engaged and an oral tradition type of thing. And I think it's a gift for those that can do that, that have that ability to share stories and to talk and just different things. So much is the devices, oh my God, now this is saying I'm down to 13% on my batteries. This has just been a very interesting night for me. I thought I had all my devices ready to go. So I made a mistake. I never should have unplugged this, and I had it unplugged for some reason. I messed up. Okay. Yes. Dee says to have. Really? Lisa says she has ghost stories. Of course you can do ghost stories. That's what we usually do here. We do ghost stories and the astrology and metaphysics, paranormal. Absolutely. That's what we normally do here. So Dee says, have a beautiful Christmas. May joy, peace, love, prosperity fill your lives into 2023 and beyond. Double that and right back at you, sister. Absolutely. Double that and right back at you. It is, I pray that you get your water soon, that you're not going much longer with no water, and that if you have to go, that you find, those easy substitutes until you get your water running. Lisa says she has more ghost stories than I wish I had. Really? Ah. Aha. Oh, yeah, I would love to hear about these. I have regular encounters with spirits. Well, bring it on, sister. So good, not so good, or just encounters, or yes, Dee. Yes, get your rest. Hopefully it's I don't know, stress-free, although I don't know. Yeah, no water. It sounds like it sucks. But having heat is good. And you'll get by. You're resourceful. Dee, weren't you telling us about camping? Wasn't that you? I know it was a long time ago, but yeah, wasn't that you? It was telling us those pretty wild stories of a downpour and your tent came down in the storm and you just roughed it anyway. You were like, my sleeping bag was keeping me dry, and you just stayed there, right? Wasn't that you? I was like, this chick is Wonder Woman. We have a lot of Wonder Women here. She's like, yep, that was me. Right. So I have no doubt that you can absolutely handle this. No doubt whatsoever. Yep, that was her. Regular encounters with spirits. So, do you want to tell one of those stories? Do you want to grab the link and come onto the live and share it so that you don't have to go like this? It's just an offer, no pressure. I have the damn link in here somewhere. But yeah. I mean, or you could just, you could submit your birth digits, and then we could see how intuitive you are and how many ghost stories you have. We can read it that way. Again, no pressure. That's just my way of, I'm an astrology geek, so that just comes without saying. The connected device is unable. Okay, I don't need you to share information. I just need you to charge my phone. And you're charging, so that's all we need. Okay. Yes, Dee, we all hope that you have your stuff back up soon and that everything, especially, yeah. So Dee, I didn't even ask you, were you going to be hosting tomorrow? Or do you get to go somewhere else tomorrow? Because what a great, yeah. I know my one of my goddaughters, she has frozen pipes. She's in Alabama. And so she thankfully can just go to her mother's house and be there, spend the night today, and then she'll be there for Christmas Day anyway. So until the temperatures go back up a little bit. Lisa, I saw that. She gave me her birth date. Well, do you have a birth certificate, Lisa? Like with a birth time and location? Because we can look at that if you want. And you don't have to give all those details here. You can send them through email privately for whenever you feel comfortable to do that. It is really, yeah. It is really just all in, just for you, So how close were you with your maternal grandmother? Like what were some of the things she said to you? And her premonitions? Yeah. I'd like to hear about those. But see, yeah, my mind is like, I would love to see her chart too. When people tell me someone is extremely, whether they call it psychic or very intuitive or people who have premonitions, I really want to see their charts too, because the chart shows, it speaks, tells that story. And I like to see that because, well, there are some people who feel like they don't have those gifts, like they don't have those skills. And I am a firm believer that we all have those skills, but that we have them in different ways. We're not all going to have them in the same way. Some of us have more air in our chart, some of us more water, some of us more fire, right? And so I feel like, yeah, dependent on those things and a couple of other things, because some people can literally, as opposed to getting a visual, right, and seeing things, some people can hear things, like they're hearing, literally. They're not necessarily seeing, but they're hearing. Some people don't have the seeing or the hearing. They literally can feel it with their body. So I don't know how to explain that. And I understand it because I feel it that way too. So I understand it, but I don't know what words to use to describe what you feel when you're sensing a spirit that is there, that is just trying to communicate with you. Not one of the heavy ones, not like, what I would call a ghost. Like if I would refer to a ghost, if I use that word, I'm referring to something, and I'm saying something, which isn't really 100% fair, but that is kind of how, when I use that word, it's more of like this energetic cycle that just keeps on repeating. And so it doesn't necessarily have to have its abilities where it has the ability to communicate back with you in a logical, like in a rational way. I'll say it like that. So that's where we get like the hauntings from, because it's just like this broken record thing, But the ones where we've got loved ones and relatives coming in and we're connecting with them, and only they know certain things, like nobody else would know these certain things, right? So there's a bit of like a reflection of intelligence there, because then you can have a rapport with them about that, right? And some of the hauntings, it's nothing like that. It's just like a broken record. And so those are the ones I would refer to like as ghosts. And those are the ones that I am not referring to right now. When I say you have a sensation or a feeling of something that's there, that's really just trying to communicate and connect. Whereas for me, if I feel something that's there, that's more of like that broken record where it's just heavy energy, I feel it, but it's very, very different than from someone who is coming in a good way, who's trying to make contact in a good way. It's a very different feeling. So I think everybody has different skills and different ways, and I think a lot of folks just don't. They just haven't tapped into it yet. And I think a person's chart can definitely show the indicators of where they would most likely have those abilities if they haven't had those experiences yet. I know I get a little detailed. Location, I know. Time, I'm not sure. If you can find out your time, that would be really the best thing, because that's how I understand where your ascendant is, and that matters. That matters. I'm living in her house right now. You're living in your maternal grandmother's house right now? Oh, so Dee says she'll be home with her kitties. Yeah, you're definitely going to have to get water so that you and the kitties have water. Here's me. Well, you better go get water if you have cats there with you. All of a sudden, I become really concerned. Oh, I'm so sorry. Didn't mean for that to sound like that, but I'm just an animal freak. I'm just like, oh, you have cats? You better get some water for those kitties. Yeah. Well, you know what, Alyssa, you're not alone. I've been called a witch too. John used to call me a witch. Yeah, and it wasn't in a mean way. It really wasn't. It was like the way you're referring that John referred to you. John used to call me witch because I would always tell him something that was going to happen. Definitely get the sensations and the feelings. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Let's back this up a little bit. Keep coming with the good stuff. This is what we want. Lisa, you crack me up. Her comment earlier, we can tell ghost stories here? Absolutely. Lisa, where have you been? You missed a lot of good ghost stories, I'll tell you that much. Then you've probably never seen Alyssa's video. Oh my God, I probably should have showed that too. Well, we'll do that next week because Alyssa might have more stuff for us by next week. Tomorrow's Christmas Day. Right? It's a possibility. Have the cameras rolling tomorrow. So Lisa says, I'm living in her house right now. And she says she would have dreams. Okay, let me do the phone thing. So much easier when I can read the dang chat off of the phone. It feels better. Then I don't suffer from a migraine the next day. Usually after the lives, the next day is a very difficult day for me. All right, let's see here. First of all, I will like my own live. Look at that. How nice of me. So she would have dreams. She dreamt their neighbor's barn burned down, and a few nights after she dreamt it, the barn burned down. I want to see her chart too. Okay, I'm just saying. If you come across her birth certificate, let me know. Matter of fact, tonight I was gonna. Lou, are you still here? Yeah, it's definitely too late to get into it now. But so next week, Lou, I'm gonna kick off. It'll be New Year's Eve, Lou. I am going to kick off where Lou's been asking me for a while, and I keep forgetting to do it. But it's a chart of the moment that a mother gave birth and seeing the mom's chart at the time that she was giving birth, to see mom's chart. Like, what You know, like not everybody has a birth story, or not everybody even knows who their living mother was. Um, Obviously, how would you get their birth information? So, yeah, but mom could have passed on. So, mom couldn't share the stories with you, right? But the chart, when we look at the charts, we can usually, you know, they speak. We can get sort of an understanding of what was happening. And yeah, we can even look at it a month before the birth. We can look at it, you know, months before the birth. Um, and then, of course, the birth. And just get it first. If people want to know those stories and they were never able to, I think looking at the birth mom's chart of the birth of the child's birthday, right, can tell us a lot for those that want to know that kind of stuff. So Lisa says, yes, I'm living in her house right now. She would have those dreams. I definitely want to see her chart too. She would also get visits from their mail. What? She would also get visits from their mail carrier who passed away. He would come to the house and sit and talk with her in the kitchen. My mom told me about a few things. I don't think my mom had the abilities. That is really freaking interesting. So, because, see, that's the thing. Once the spirit realm, once they're on the other side, right? It's not so much that they can't get through all the times. It's finding a line that's going to pick up and hear you. You know, think of like the phone's ringing, but nobody's picking up, right? So there's no connection, or somebody picks up, but they can't understand what you're saying. Like, it's just not a good connection. It's not a strong connection. So once you find a person that's open and that connection is there, the freaking postman came to the house, sat down, and they would have coffee together and talk. I totally believe that. Oh my gosh. I love that. I love, love, love that. Wow. Yes. Yeah, I hear some music on in the other room. So she would, okay. Oh, I was reading it. I didn't click on it for you guys to see it, even though I'm sure you all could see it, but wow. His spirit would sit and talk with her in the kitchen. Wow. Love it, love it, love it. Dee says, I was in a car with my ex. He was driving. This was in Washington State. I was dozing off and on, when all of a sudden screamed out because I saw a white truck driving into us. Oh God, what a nightmare. But it didn't happen to us. Oh, wait, let's get to the other thing. It didn't happen to us. We were headed to a football game, and a person near us, what the hell? I'm sorry, my phone. And the person near us in the bleachers told us about somebody else who had an accident that had just occurred where the white truck had rammed into them head on. Yeah. 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 I know. So let me ask you, Dee, since you're basically sharing some of you're giving us a glimpse into your life of being, you know, kind of like getting just, you don't have a choice in the visuals and the premonitions. They just come as flashes. So do you feel like it's a blessing, or do you feel like it's a hex? Or I shouldn't say hex, maybe that's the wrong word. A blessing or a burden? How about that? Or neither? How do you feel about it? How do you feel about knowing things that, even though you know those things, it's not like your knowledge of those things can change those things from happening, or better yet, help somebody? Like to say, hey, you know, this might happen. You might want to change your mind or whatever. Like, so how do you handle that is what I want to know. Yep, that's what I want to know. Do you ever feel frustrated by it? Lisa says, I've been missing out. You have been missing out. Well, I'm curious about Grandma's premonitions too. And so you said, I don't know if Grandma would see him or just hear him. I can see them and hear them. So, so then, do you see Grandma a lot? Does Grandma communicate with you a lot? You're in her house. And then here's the other thing. If you see and hear them, what do you do about that? Is that something you welcome, Lisa? I mean, yeah, I'm throwing this to everybody, of course. So jump on. Feel free to respond. A reply to whatever I'm asking. But I'm just directing it towards Lisa since she's saying I'm seeing and hearing them. And so also, like with D, how do you handle it? And maybe you feel like it's not a bothersome thing to you. And then that brings up, have you ever had a bothersome incident where you were just like, there was an unwanted energy around you? Yeah. How do you handle that? Like, yeah, this was a big topic of discussion a few weeks ago here in the live. We had somebody who was definitely experiencing unwanted, aggressive energy, dangerous energy in the home, throwing shit, like shit coming out of the kitchen cabinets. So, I mean, how do you handle it? Everyone's burning their little fingers away, which is good. D says, I'm indifferent to it. So I'm indifferent to it. In the moment, I don't know if it is something that will happen or not. It's in retrospect that I get verification. I do not get frustrated by it. Well, good for you. And then if something happens, the fact that you didn't hear about it, it means it still could have happened. You just didn't hear about it, whether it happened or not, right? But what about, well, I don't know. Yeah. Because think about it, think about getting information and it's like, or you get information. So and when I say the word information, it can be visuals, it can be you hear it, it can be you can feel it, it can be you just know it, like whatever the hell it is. And then it's like you may mention it or say something and people just, it doesn't matter. People just kind of brush it off like it doesn't matter. So it's like, well, then why do I need to know this shit if it doesn't matter to anybody? Like, what's the whole point then? Yeah. So D says I'm indifferent. Well, okay. That's good that you can feel indifferent. Well, yeah, you could absolutely hear voices of somebody you don't know. Yes, it makes sense. I was just curious because Grandma had those abilities, and this is Grandma's house. And I was just curious because you say you're hearing and seeing. It would make sense that Grandma would come and chit chat with you, but that may not be something you are open to, right? And I think it's important to discuss this because there's quite a few people who I feel like not that I even feel, they've said, I don't have those experiences. I'm not familiar with any of this. And so to hear others talk about it helps. And since we're all different, I think it's important. So it doesn't spook you, Lisa. You're not freaked out by it. Somebody's talking to you. I don't necessarily hear whose voice it is, if that makes sense, but it doesn't bother you. And what about hubby? Or does hubby just totally like not open to it and is not hearing it? Oh, because one of my sisters, she would often she would say, and I haven't, yeah, we haven't had like a sit down heart to heart about this in a long time, but she would say that she knows her husband is very much can really see a lot of stuff. But because of the job that he had for many years, he would kind of he would downplay it and disregard it. He wouldn't talk about it. He would only talk about it with her, because in his mind he felt that people might think he's a little crazy, right, or a little wacky and whatever. And so he felt like that wasn't something that he could talk about. But she said many, many times she would wake up in the middle of the night. It would feel like there was somebody else in the bed with them, and not necessarily up in the bed with them right there, but she could feel someone sitting down at the edge of the bed, like as they're in bed sleeping. And she could feel the presence. So she would wake up and she would see somebody sitting down there at the end of the bed, like sitting by their feet. And one night, or no, it was the following morning, she said something kind of vague to her husband when they got up, right? Or at breakfast, whatever. And she was like, yeah, sometimes I get up and it's just kind of weird. And she would kind of just said it like that, like without saying what she saw, just to see what his response would be. And he was like, he just came right out and just told her exactly what she saw. Because he'd been seeing that person for a long time, multiple times. And he had never, ever said anything about it, ever. And she was like, okay, like, you just don't think we should talk about this? Like, if that happens, he never brought it up to her. And so there's those kind of people too. And so what happened, she said, was when they kept talking, because he brought it up, he said he kind of thought he was seeing things, like he really didn't trust what he was seeing. And so that's why he didn't bring it up. Um, but yet, but yet it just naturally came off his tongue when they were in the house together. There was nobody else around. He was comfortable enough to just speak about what he thought he experienced. And so she was then able to confirm, like, silly, yeah, that's there. Whoever that is, they're there. They're sitting at the end of it, because I've seen it multiple times. They've woken me up multiple times. And you could feel the pressure. You could feel the pressure that somebody sat down on the bed. Yeah. I mean, I've heard a lot of different descriptions. I've heard a lot of different stories from different people, like bed scenarios. And when I say bed scenarios, yeah, it's just strictly just the feeling that somebody else is there. But I've heard people tell stories about, like some of the darker energies when they're in bed, and some people even feeling as though there's that heaviness on their chest and like they're having a hard time breathing. And some people feeling like it was more of a malefic, like a darker energy or something. And so I can't say that I have ever felt in danger in bed, right? I mean, I've done a lot of ghost hunting, and I never felt in danger those times either, even though I definitely would feel some dark energies. And when I would feel them, like the really dark, heavy shit, in my gut, it was like you're nauseated, but yet the nauseation isn't really yours. It's like you're feeling the entity and what the entity might be feeling. You ever had that when you're around a person, even a person in the physical body, and you can feel what they're experiencing in their body, in your body, yet it's not from your own body. I know this doesn't make any sense. So it was kind of like that. If you felt that, then you understand it. It's so hard to explain it, because I don't know how to explain that. But the dark energies was always a heavy in my gut, and almost felt nauseating, but yet not. I never felt like I needed to So it was like nauseated, but not. It's like a detached, it's like as if I had two bodies. Like here's this body, which I'm really tuned into, right? If I'm feeling ill, then I know I'm ill. But it's almost like my like a part of my auric field is sensing it. So it's um yeah, it's almost like that's what I'm picking up on or something. And so it's not hindering or directly affecting my physical body. Did that make sense? Did that make any damn sense? Felt paralyzed in bed that has been reoccurring? What? Okay, so we need to back this up. All right. Okay. I have my phone plugged into this laptop, and the laptop, like, I don't think it's the laptop, but something keeps overpowering, keeps coming up like an alert. So Dee says, I think it's a gift. I also think that I block what could come through more frequently because my focus is in the material. Right. Absolutely, Dee. I completely agree. Although I know that, I completely agree. I do daily protection prayers. This is important. This is absolutely important. This is all about intention, intention, intention. Visualization, etc., for protection, light, and love. Yep. Yep. All really important stuff. Thank you for sharing that. Lisa says, hubby doesn't hear anybody. He's had some experiences with me, but he doesn't quite see or hear as much as I do. He feels presence more so than sees or hears. Okay. Well, that's good because it's hard, to have a partner when it's like, I don't know, if they don't even acknowledge that that's a possibility, let alone experience it themselves, right? Yeah, that would be really difficult. And it's not like they have to, but it just makes it a little bit easier when someone's not looking at you like you're, like you're nuts or something. So Lou, yeah, I think we need to have a conversation about this. Felt paralyzed in bed, that has been reoccurring. Okay. Anybody? D? Oh God, Lisa, I used to have that a lot. I used to hear my name a lot. And it would be as though somebody was standing right at my bed. It would be so loud. And I would just be like, you'd wake right up. And that would be freaky. But it would never be like something bad. It was just being startled. Yeah, and I could never identify the voice either. Oh, you did have an encounter that was grandma. Okay. So anybody I'm leaving Lou's comment up there. Because felt paralyzed in bed, that has been reoccurring. So, what do you guys think? Now, I know we had some people on the live. I can't remember when this was. But they talked about that. And they were, I think, Lou, if I can remember this correctly, they were saying that would definitely, they understood that to be a dark energy coming through, like while you're sleeping, felt paralyzed right in bed. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't that what they were saying? And so I don't know if you feel that way or if there's a dream associated with it or an incident. But if nothing else, what Dee has here, and has this reoccurring thing been happening like as of recently? I'm just curious, did it start before the lives, before we started talking about stuff like that? Because sometimes when people hear other people talking about things, it's in the subconscious, and then there might be a fear associated with it. Fear is really powerful, very freaking powerful, and it is paralyzing. So sometimes I do absolutely get concerned because I don't want people to, yeah, for that sort of thing to happen because they hear others talking about it. And I remember whoever that was that came in, they were, it just was really heavy, really dark. And I just remember thinking, oh my God, Dre Cooks, that's who it was. I remember now. Dude from Jamaica, he was talking about dark, heavy, and so did you have that before? I'm just curious, was it before he shared that? Since it has been discussed on the lives, it has not occurred as often. Oh, so it was happening before the lives. Okay, well, I'm happy to hear that. I don't want to be responsible for that. But it's gotten better, is what you're saying. It hasn't. Since it has been discussed on the lives, it has not occurred as often. Okay, well, it was the dude from Jamaica, Ray. Yes, it was Dre Cooks, I remember. And so that was my concern because I remember when he said that in the live, I was like, please don't say that shit. I mean, I want people to be educated and to hear and to just hear experiences, but he was so certain and clear. And it was just, and I'm not saying that that can't be a reality, but I feel like it has to be balanced in the way it's delivered because he was making it sound from his experience, I'll just say it like that, as though the human has no control. And I don't believe that at all. I'm not saying that, we can control them, but we can control who's in our space by our intentions and our ability to not allow that in your space. And if that means you have to create and work with your own crew to make sure that that happens, you can do that too. You can have your own crew of people on the other side who work with you to keep anything heavy, anything dark from you. So it wasn't presented as a full picture. And I can't remember what I responded to at the time, but I just remember he was strong and heavy in what he was saying. And it was just like, it was dark. It just like his delivery. I was like, oh my God, you're going to freak people the hell out. Oh, damn. I'm sorry. I just went like this as I was talking and I completely left. So I'm still here. And it is that time. So yeah. Yeah. Setting boundaries. Yes. Okay. So good. It happened years before. Okay. I'm relieved. Yeah. Um, you know what might help on the next live? Also remind me, I have a book. It's not even a thick book. It's actually a thin book. And it's a really amazing book because it gives you visuals on your energy. So in other words, your thoughts, I know we all always hear this all the time that our thoughts can create, right? Um, the book gives you visuals on that. There's a little bit of a story. It's more like a thick pamphlet. It's a very small, short book, but it's powerful. It's really powerful because what they did was they took people who were extremely intuitive, extremely psychic, and they paired them up with other individuals to go through like the whole rainbow of emotions. And the people who were the intuitives and the psychics were working with artists. They were describing what they were seeing on the people who were, they were told, okay, now you're going to feel this emotion or feel this. And so these people would then verbalize what they would visually see into it, right? They would say it. They would describe it as detailed as they could. And artists that were listening, it was set up this way, were drawing what they were seeing. And it was so they could create this book so that people could understand, so people could get a visual connected with the emotion. And so if you have a little bit of knowledge of like the natural law, okay, which is the thoughts we hold, the thoughts we keep, the energy that we produce and that we radiate is magnetic, right? So anyhow, it just basically gives you a really nice visual on how if we can control our thoughts and our emotions, then so too can we control what's attracted towards us, right? So energy is a boomerang at the end of the day. That's what it means. Energy is a boomerang. So it is 12:01, folks. Happy Christmas Eve. It is actually, I'm sorry, it's Merry Christmas. And for some of you, it's, yeah, was already Christmas. But yes, Merry Christmas. I don't even have my lovely Christmas. Let's see if I have, yeah. There we go. We wish you Merry Christmas. What was that? Sweet, right? I can't tell if it's too loud or what though. Yeah, maybe that's better. All right, so everybody, have a wonderful holiday. It was great to have you guys here. And yes, bring your ghost stories. And Lisa, if you get your digits, if you can get all that information, that is just part. That's just part of the service of Allastrology. That's what all this is about. Many lives we pull up charts and we go through the charts right on the lives, you know. So I'm glad it helped a lot, Lou. Speaking those energies and setting boundaries, yes, I feel that is closest I have come to what others are sharing here tonight. Well, then it's good. It is good. Yes, Merry Christmas, Alyssa. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you and your family, to your little ones, to King Louie. I know Zoe had some chicken the other night, like that was her, because they baked it with the bird. Maybe that was, yeah, anyway, Zoe was really happy. That's her favorite, all-time favorite. Some fresh baked chicken. Yes, Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. It was great to have you guys here. Thank you, Lou. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much. Get your stuff. Dee, we're praying for you, Dee, to get your water turned on. Kahisha, if you're listening, if you're tuned in, we're all praying for you. That you feel supported and loved, healthy and nurtured, and know that you are a value woman. You are a value. Who else was here tonight? Saying thank you to Cassie, she checked in. Sheila and Korea checked in. Anthony from Sydney checked in tonight. Who else? If I left anybody off, I forgot anybody, I apologize. So thank you, Lou. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for all those who sent me gifts. Many, a couple people said that we remain anonymous. Thank you, Lisa. Yes. Thank you very much. And that is it. We are going to end it there, folks. Merry Christmas. And yeah, we'll start with some of the work. Oh, Sherry, thank you. Who did that? That was great of you. Thank you. Thank you, Lou. Sherry checked in tonight. Renee, thank you. I forgot. I'm so sorry. Cassie, a miracle was here too. Yeah, I got to try and get that girl on the phone. That's one of my goddaughters. So yes, I've got to get her on the phone. But it was great, you guys. And don't forget, right? Don't eat too many sweets. I'll try my hardest not to. So have a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. And we will see you guys next week on New Year's Eve. Unless you guys don't want to be here. But I don't, yeah, I'm not. I am not out partying and drinking. Those days are long gone. Long gone. So if you guys want to be here next week, make sure you let me know so that I know. Otherwise, I won't be here because I don't want to waste my time. Well, actually, I might just record. That's how I'll use my time in this room. I'm an astrology thinker. So yes, have a great Christmas, everybody. Dee, if I didn't say thank you for being here. I feel like I'm dragging it on. So yes, Anthony, and Boondocking with Dennis was here. Thank you. Yeah, there was a lot of different check-ins. It was great. I love it. It was just awesome. All right, we're saying adios, good night, and Merry Christmas. Bye.